said Shalom.
Yeah, I think he said what's up.
That is true. Mine's good, huh?
It's good. Yeah, you could. Yeah, you can start. Let me flip it.
Alright. Let's start off with Isaiah 14. Okay, Shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites.
19.
We come in week and week out to prophesy the downfall of America, okay, according to the Holy Scriptures. Alright, but first and foremost, we want to give all praise and all glory to Yahawah,
BaHaSham, Yahawashi, BaHaSham, Rawchaa, Qadash.
double honors to the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone who rule well. Honors and salutations to the elect doctrines who need works of sincerity and in truth. Alright, like I said, we come in week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America. Matter of fact, Amos 9 and 8 to start off with. Because America is an extremely wicked kingdom, man. And it's completely adverse to the scriptures. Okay, when you go into the scriptures, this is not just a book of antique. Okay, it's not just something that sits around and collects dust. But this is the book of life, man. Okay, as the scriptures say, seek out the book of the Lord and read, man. Okay, so in this Bible has law, statutes, and commandments that are supposed to be governing us, man. And it just so happens that America violates damn near every single one of them. Okay, so what do you think the Lord is going to do? The same thing he did to Sodom and Gomorrah for violating the way that Yahawah intended for the earth to be lived by, man. Okay, by us. All right, it was a lot of homosexuality going on. And that's one of the main reasons why the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. So it's the same thing here with America. Okay, except this place is even worse. All right, beginning next year, in the state of New Jersey and in California, LGBT history is mandatory in your schools, man. Vaccines is going to be mandatory as well. Okay, so you got a lot of things that's happening. Okay, and that's going on. That's going to take place. It's going to make this place crazy, man. I should be that Amos 9 and 8.
Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon a sinful kingdom.
Yep, and all these people that's passed on, all right, they're going to be destroyed, man. Okay? They're going to be destroyed for not getting down with the program. And not, they think they're too high and mighty to have time for the word of the Lord. All right? They caught up in Esau's system, man. Okay? Like the damn Matrix, man. So read that again.
Behold, Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord.
Right, so the eyes of the Lord, which are the chariots, and a lot of these so-called Christians, man, they don't have all the answers, man. They think they know something, can't even say what the chariots is, man. Probably believe in aliens. Okay? So, hey, man, you gotta come out, you gotta have all the answers, man, before you can try and debate something, man. You know, but those chariots.
I was gonna say that's a precept. I think it's Rawchaa. Right. Understand first and then prove.
Right, exactly.
Oh yeah.
You know, so that's those chariots, man, which are the angels that are watching this sinful kingdom. Right, and matter of fact, jump to Revelations 18 and 4. Matter of fact, might as well start at the top. Okay, because the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, which is speaking about America. It's going to be destroyed from off the face of the earth, man. Okay, and that's what the burning from afar off is going into as well in the book of Revelation, man. All right, this place is through, man. This place is wicked, man.
That's right.
Revelations 18 and 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Right, see? So Babylon the Great, Babylon the Great represents America, man. Okay, because what was Babylon all about? That was about the confusion, man. Okay, that's what Babylon means, confusion. And that's the main thing that's going on here in America. Okay, you got them teaching in your schools, kids that, matter of fact, the girl got in trouble over there in the UK. She got in trouble because she said that she feels like it's wrong for her school to be telling her, you know, she can choose what she wants to be, man. As if she didn't already know.
Okay, that's the whole part.
Okay, so this place is full of confusion, man. All right, why? Because that's how the so-called white man rules, man. He rules in complete wickedness, man. Malachi 1:4. Okay, he's the border of wickedness. All right?
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Right, for all nations partake in America's philosophies, man.
Why he got his mic?
Okay, that's why all around the world you're beginning to have LGBT. Okay, you got LGBT in China, man. Okay, so here it is, man. They're gonna receive that same judgment as America for partaking in America's wicked ass philosophy, man. Right, and you even had it in India, man. In India, they're now beginning to have LGBT rights. Okay, and they do this to sell out, man, to get America's protection and to get to be able to sell here, you know, and ultimately increase their riches in their country, man. 'Cause that's what a lot of these different nations do, man. All right, these damn so-called Chinese, man. All right, they stick together, man. All the buffets and prostitution spots, massage spots they got, they get that money and they ship it back to China, man. Okay, but the curse is upon our people, man. Our people is destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. Our people can't come together for shit. So go ahead. But yeah, man, and then they partake in that LGBT. Okay, they give women extra rights that they're not really supposed to even be having, man. Okay, they are like Ishmael, man. They got on Facebook a hashtag Let Your Hair Free. They had ancient customs from way back, man. But where did they get that from? Hashtag Let Your Hair Free. They got that from America. Okay, they were drinking America's philosophy, America's wine, man. Who's ran by what? So-called white people, man, which are the Edomites. Okay, so all this wickedness jumping from man to man and come here to America and do what you want, smoking cigarettes. That's all America's wine, man. All right? This place is gonna be destroyed, man. Everybody here is subject unto payments, man. What kind of life is that? You know? And here's Yahawashi is offering you a better way. Okay? So why wouldn't you gotta be stupid as hell to not want to take that, man? But the scriptures say our people are homeborn slaves, man. Go ahead, brother.
It says, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Right, and that's when we're gonna get beamed up in those chariots, man. Okay, that's the day of our salvation, man. The chariots, even the chariots of Israel. All right, so there's not gonna be no heathens getting beamed up, man. It's gonna be strictly Israelites, all right, by blood. Like even Paul said, okay, those my brethren according to the flesh. Those are the same ones that are gonna get beamed up in the chariot, so we don't gotta partake in the great judgment that's gonna come to America, man. For all of its pride, all of its damn wickedness, okay, all of its complete contrary ways to Yahawah BaHaSham, we're not going to partake in that, man. We're going to get beamed up into salvation.
Isaiah chapter 26, verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself, and it will for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed.
Right, see that? So that's the spiritual Noah again, man. Okay, that same thing is about to come to pass, man. All right, except this time it's going to be a grand salvation, man. It's going to be even better than Egypt, man. And they still talk about that to this day. But the scriptures say the time is going to come where, all right, they're going to speak about the new Egypt, man. And that's when we're going to get beamed up into the chariots, and we're going to get delivered out of this place and go back into our land. Matter of fact, Isaiah 14. Yeah, that's the spirit, man. Even Apostle Tahar was getting into that. You know? Because we come out here to prophesy, man, which means to say before. And before they called us prophets, they called us seers, man, because we was able through the scriptures to see what was going to come to pass, man. You know, so you got to really see it, meditate on it, man. It's going to be a beautiful thing, man. All right?
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord Yahawah answered me and said, write the vision, make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. You know, as the brother said, you know, he's making mention of how we're prophets, and the word prophet just means to say before. And like he said, in the ancient times, hey, the prophets, before they were called prophets, they were called seers, because why? They saw the visions. The Most High gave them visions and dreams, man. Put them in trenches, all right, so that they could see, all right, what the Lord was saying, man. And here's written in Habakkuk, you know, all the prophets are as what? Watchmen, man. And it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. And that vision represents the deliverance of the elect of Israel, and also represents the destruction of Esau's kingdom. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. And why is it going to speak? Because that's the prophecy being fulfilled. The prophecies coming to pass. So that means that the Lord is speaking. And right now we know, we know that the Lord is speaking to us, because he's speeding up prophecy, man. All right, it says, Salakia, it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it. You got a lot of people that, you know, they would say, well, the Lord is taking too long. You know, I heard that back in the 90s. Well, guess what? You're going to hear it now in the 2000s, man. All right? Because when the Lord's time clock is about due, that's when he's going to come, man. It says, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So when the prophecies when the last bit of the prophecies are being fulfilled, it's going to come. And it's not going to tarry, man. It's going to take its course, man. You know, so you got it now.
Go back to Revelation 18. Yeah, when you left off at. But comment, once some prophecies hit, that's it, man. And then at the same time, it's going to be too late to try and get down with the program, man. Okay? That's why the Lord said, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. We call upon him while he is near. The time's going to come where he's not going to be able to be found anymore, man. Then you people are going to be asked out, man. That's when Jeremiah 15 chapter is going to take place, man. All right, some is going to go into captivity. Okay, some is going to die by the famine. You know, which if the Lord deems you to die by the famine, that means you were super wicked, man. Because in Lamentations it says, it's better to just die by the sword than by the famine. Some are going to get mauled down by evil beasts, and there's going to be nothing you can do about it, man. This ain't no final destination, man. Once the Lord, hey, like it says in the history of Susanna, once the Lord deems that angel to put the judgment on you, that's it, man. There's no escaping it, man.
It says 18:4, Revelations 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and God have remembered her iniquities. Reward her.
Right, and then he remembered their iniquities as well. You know? Because this place was founded off of wickedness, man. All the way up until this day, this place continues to grow in wickedness, man. You know, it was even built off of pure murder, bloodshed, okay, rape, robbery, deceit, all right, hardcore bondage, slavery, adultery. This is how this place was built, man. All right, but now Esau being such the damn devil, he smoothed things over. Now you could be politically correct. He wants to try, man, that's the scriptures, man. The tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. Esau thinks he's doing us a favor by taking slavery out the Bible, man. You know, by removing any shame that we may have, man. You know, Esau really thinks he's doing you a favor by doing that, but actually, he's just trying to make it so that nobody can tell who the chosen people are, man. Because according to these curses, It's part of how we tell that we're the chosen of Yahawashi, man. You know, but now he's trying to come and smooth things over and slip things over. Get over the damn devil, man.
This is 2 Ezra 15 and 8. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they
and that's why we out here, man. Okay, because the Lord speaks through his prophets, man, through his men. You know, and the brother out there in Cali, the brother Michael Allah, you know, the video he put up, man, you know, which is a beautiful video. You know, you got brothers that commend us for that, man. But we just doing the Lord's work, man. Okay, Yahawashi uses us to speak and warn you people before he destroys this place, man. And we can speak however, you know, which way our spirit is, man.
Hey, the scriptures say, speak the oracles of the Most High.
Come on. Yup, and spare not, man. So if a nigga, man, getting shape ups or whatever, and you just happen to cross, or a damn homosexual, you know, we tell them what's going to befall them, man.
It says, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood.
Yeah, and then that goes to show you our people, man, and Esau as well. Well, 2/3 are of their father, the devil, which is the so-called white man. Okay? How could you be okay with this system, man? This shit ain't working. All right, Proverbs the 29th chapter in the 2nd verse. All right, when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. When the righteous bear rule, the people rejoice. So really, all these people are mourning, man. All right, you gotta catch the damn fucking bus. You gotta wait for the damn buses, man. You gotta keep paying bills, subject to payment. The elderly get treated like kids shit here. Little children, you gotta take all these excess. Hey, man, before Esau even can shoot these kids up with needles when they come fresh out the womb, they make women take all these different extra pills and shit, man, to prepare them to fuck up the kids these days, man. That's why the scriptures say, "Cursed be he that cometh in and that goeth out." You know, that's why babies crying when they come into this world, man. In the kingdom, babies is not even gonna cry, man. Coming into the earth, the scriptures say the Lord's gonna wipe away all tears anyway, man. So how could you be pleased with this damn system here, man?
Hey, this is the system, America, which look at how they treat their own veterans that fight for the country, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know, first of all, when you come out of your service, you're pretty much already deemed a domestic terrorist then and there, and then they don't even take care of them financially, man. That's why you see so many homeless veterans out there, man. You know, if that's how you treat your own country's warriors, you know, then that just goes to show this place is polluted, man.
And that's actually one of the things that the Lord said he hates, man.
Hey, let me I got it real quick right here. Sirach 26 and 28. There be two things that grieve my heart, and the third maketh me angry. A man of war that suffereth poverty, a man of understanding that are not set by, and one that returneth from righteousness to sin. The Lord prepared such as one for the sword. So that goes to show you that the Lord, I mean, hated if like a man went to war. Now, why he got to suffer poverty? Like, war is one of the hardest fucking things that you should be rewarded for once you get back from that shit. But they treat it like shit, man.
Yeah.
Like the filth of the damn earth, man. And when you go into the book, the Black Indians, all of the Judites, you know what I'm saying, that so-called fought for America and all of that, and you look at their in-story, they died penniless, man.
Yeah.
It's a number of them that died penniless, man. That shouldn't have, and some of them had to fight for their pension and was given, and one man was given his pension like maybe like a year before he died. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy, man.
These wars today are wicked. You know, because back in the ancient times when we warred, we took over the other nations, we got the spoils. And we reap the benefits of the spoils. You know? Today, these soldiers, they're not reaping any benefits. They're just jarheads.
Hey,
Oh,
because and you're right, because like the 10th will go to the Lord, the 10th part, or sometimes, you know, the Lord will say, well, all of this, give to me. And then when we go do this other thing, we're going to hit this other lick, you know what I'm saying? Then I got y'all, you know what I'm saying? But generally, you would give like a 10th part to the Lord, and then the rest of the spoils would be for the men, and, you know, and you break everything down, you know what I'm saying? The woman and all that was considered spoils, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the first fruits belong to the Most High.
Hey, even today, man, you see like when you go into the entrances and exits of the highways, you see what? You see veterans, you know, with the flag. You see the sign with the battalion or the platoon that they was in.
Yeah.
You know, God bless America. You know, help me out. You know, and they're finished, man. Hey, you look at Forrest Gump, man. Look at Lieutenant Dan's, man.
Yeah.
You know, hey, he lost his fucking legs, man. Right. You know, he was finished, man. If it wasn't for Gump, government, he would have been done, man. He wouldn't have had no real type of way to sustain himself, man. Yeah. But he was an old drunk in some tenement apartment. He was done, man. Yeah. You see?
Hey, even their presidents.
Yep.
I mean, he was forced to rob the bank.
Right.
I mean, she had to get money from her pimp. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
That goes to show that the American government and the army don't give a fuck about you.
You got a lot of World Star videos of a veteran coming home to his wife getting popped by another man or woman, man. What type of life is that, man? You know? But this is Sirach chapter 13, verse 4. If thou be for his profit, he will use thee. But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. So you ain't getting shit once you're done. Once you're done fighting, you know, you're up in age, which they're gonna expand the age because the draft is gonna come back. They're gonna get whoever they can. But once you're done, that's it, man. He's gonna forsake you, man. All right, he's not gonna leave you with shit, man. The only way you can really get something, all right, because I know one, is if you're a disabled veteran, man. Which means what really is it worth, man? All right, if they have to do surgery on you or something, and then their medical doctors fuck up on you, then they want to give you some pitching. And besides that, yeah, you get treated like shit, man.
Hey, real quick, they got the special program for disabled veterans, right? Like mostly Edomites, right? Where they get them like a vendor's license. Now, the most that this place does for them is they give them the best position to be able to sell their product. Now, when you go to the museum of the Met, yeah, they got the prime. There's two of them. They got prime position right in front of the door. You got all the vendors all up and down the street though, but they got when you first come out of the museum, yeah, they're right there. That's the best that they can do for them, man. And they're always there. Wow. They're always there at the same spot all the time, man. That's their given spot by the government, man.
That's great. That's great.
Why not give them a building? Give them a little storefront or something.
Hot dogs and knishes, man. Come on,
man. If these guys went to war and they got hurt, they should be paying for their house. They should be well paid for. Yeah. It's a lot of money for them. It's a lot of money for Esau to take care of them, man. But they're not.
And it's just crazy how, like, because you know some people get hit off by the government, but it still isn't fully justified what they did. Because you know some guys that may suffer like a little PTSD, but it's not nothing too bad. But they still might get like maybe they got the government to pay their apartment and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But that still doesn't justify everything that they went through, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Lord and somebody grabbed that was Ezekiel was at 12 and 14. How you gonna put the anger in us or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Because that's important. Like, why you think all these people going through that type of shit, man? Like PTSD and all these different type of mental shit, man. Because like in the physical frame, like how he is now, like we not built for war and blood like that, man. You know?
So Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 14 says, "And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord power."
Exactly. So we're going to do according to Edom, according to the Lord's anger and his fury. So that means he's within us to just be straight cold-blooded with the killing, man. You know, because nowadays, you know what I'm saying, you go to, if you want to war or something, you might kill mad dudes, but, you know what I mean, like, you're going to be feeling that, like, mentally, physically, and then that's when they come back from the war, and they all messed up. Like you said, their presence, he having them like this, waking up in cold sweats and shit, because we not really built for that. We generally are peaceful people, man. That's who Israel is. Esau, he's the man of blood. That shit don't affect him like that. You know what I'm saying? But it affects us. You know what I'm saying? Because we the caretakers of the earth, man. You know?
You had that guy, what was it, Mad Max, and he shot us.
Oh, yeah,
he killed like 121 people, and look what it did to him, man. A fucking complete bug out, man. And all he's made for is for killing now, man.
Yeah, but that goes to show that the Lord is not with you in battle. You know what I'm saying? With you suffering all those ailments from going to war, you know what I'm saying? That just proves that the Lord is not with the battle. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe it was King David. King David was the only prophet that dealt with the Lord personally. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the prophets had this, Salaki, the king. He was the only king that dealt with the Heavenly Father personally, because the king will have to deal with the prophet, you know what I'm saying, to receive answers. However, King David, you know, asked permission, you know, from the Heavenly Father, is it okay to go to battle? He was like, I'm with you. And that's when King David took over, you know what I'm saying, and he came back singing. He came back with no issues. He came back dancing. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to people who go to war and they come back strung out on drugs, suffering and having to take medication.
beautiful
I used to
point.
work in a psych ward. A lot of them individuals fought in the war.
Wow.
You know, a lot of them fought in the war. So that goes to show in itself that the Lord isn't with that particular battle.
Wow.
Because our people are the ones suffering.
Yeah, good precept behind you. This is Psalms 144:1.
44.
It says, "Blessed be the Lord Yahawah, my strength. He teacheth my hands to war and my fingers to fight. My goodness and my fortress, my high tower, my deliverer, my shield, and he in whom I trust, who subdueth my people under me." So that just shows you, hey, King David, he was letting you know the Most High taught his hands to war. You know, when Bruce Lee was on the earth, the Most High taught Bruce Lee to move like that, man. It's all through the spirit and power of Yahawashi, man.
That's beautiful, man. That's why the scriptures say, acknowledge the Lord in all thy paths, man. Even in fighting and shit, man. No matter what, just acknowledge the Lord in it, man. You know, that's beautiful, man.
Hey, yeah, you got guys there say, well, why would the Most High be worried about who winning the boxing match? Well, guess what? The Most High does everything. If Andy Ruiz knock out Joshua again, the Most High did that. Because it's all the Lord, you know? You got it, huh?
Continue back now, Revelation 18.
You know, because one guy was scoffing at one point. Apostle Tahar did a video. This is a couple of months ago. He did a video on the boxer. I think it was with what's his name? I believe it was on Terrence Crawford. It was one of them. And then the guy put a comment up there and said, "What does boxing got to do with the Bible?" You know what I'm saying? It shows you not spiritual, man.
Daniel said that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. You know, so everything that happens in the world, the Most High got a hand in it, man. When you go into 1 Kings, all right, when you go into certain precepts, before things actually came out to fruition on the earth, all right, like the law with King Ahab and his prophets, when he was, you know, when he wanted to get permission, well, not permission, but advice, all right, because that's what kings in the ancient world did. They got advice from their prophets on to, you know, whether they should do things. So the Lord put a lion spirit on his prophets, all right, because he wanted to kill him.
I just bring out a quick precept on what you just said. Psalm 75:6. For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. But the Most High is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another.
That shows you the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, man. The Most High put it down one and he set up another, man. The Most High put down the Israelites and set up Esau, man. You know, right now Esau's ruling because the Most High had you ruling. When the Most High is done and you can't cross that boundary, the Lord is finished with you, then guess what? He's going to raise up Israel, man. And he said our kingdom is forever, man. Forever.
I have a precept on that real quick if I may. Ezekiel 35:5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, the Most High, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
So you Edomites, you going out in a dramatic, violent fashion. Now, are we saying we're going to do violence unto you? No. The Heavenly Father, Yahawashi and the angels, all right? When we put that spirit on, hey, that's what's going to happen to you, man. All right? Ultimately, when the Most High break down these kingdoms and set up his rule and set up his elect, then guess what? It's going to be a bash across your head, man. And that's just Bible talk, man. You know, Esau like to spin things around and make you seem like you're carnal. You know, this is spiritual, man. But when Yahawashi said when he cracked those clouds, all right, that's when it's going to get carnal, man. You know?
And they said a perpetual hatred, man, which means everlasting. All right, and brother in New York can't do the video, GMS Watchman, on the damn Edomite. He had a shotgun. Okay, and he was like, he's like those damn niggas. Nigga, what he saying? Nigga dead.
Bow, nigga dead.
He said, boom, nigga dead or something.
Oh shit.
You talking about brother from the main camp, right?
Yeah.
He video taking that. He did a video today.
Today?
They took it down. Yeah.
Hey, but through the spirit though, brothers uploaded it, you know, and brothers did videos upon it and expound upon it, man. So like I said, you can take it down on.
They said it was hate speech.
Hey, well, listen, man. Well, listen, hey, listen. All you got to do is go to the comment board, man. Go to the comment board on YouTube, on just a regular Jake video. A basic Jake video don't have nothing to do with the truth, don't have nothing to do with nothing, no. And here come Esau Edom with his fucking hatred, man.
Yeah.
Okay? So the hate is on the comment board. Idiots. I got something real quick. This is Amos, chapter 1, verse 11. Thus say Yahawah, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away my punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever.
I say this out because you Edomites not getting away with what you've done to Jacob, man. You know, this is going back to the beginning when Esau said, when my father be buried, when he died, he's going to pursue Jacob, man. You know, you took it. You did. You took your violence upon Jacob, man. Who is Jacob? The so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Hispanics, and Native Seminole Indians. And the scriptures even tell you he held them fast and would not let thee go. So you're not never going to let these the Lord's true chosen people, all right, out of captivity. Hey, Esau is thinking that he's going to further the affliction because he wants to put microchips. He not only control your flesh, but now he wants to control your spirit. He wants to control how you think. He wants to put, have you to where you have certain emotions and things like that. He wants to be in the seat of the Most High. All right, so he's not. His new world order, his agenda, is to really put your spirit into captivity, man. You know.
Real quick, this is 2nd Ezra, back at 15 and 8. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continue.
Yeah, hey, because it says, I got, you want to say something?
Oh, I was going to say, basically going back into, Cain and Abel, man. And basically, here it is. Basically, our Christ is, and our blood is speaking to the Heavenly Father, man. Because if it wasn't for that, Esau would continue to spill our blood, and like it says in Psalms 50, that he thinks that the Most High is with it, man, but the Most High is going to show him that he's not.
Yeah, the scripture said, precept, it says, do my prophet no harm, man. Touch not my anointing. And that's why, I believe, this is why it's got to wait until that time, because Esau knows he's watching. Every individual of the brothers out there teaching the truth, they got plenty of time, man. All right? They have time to sit down with their think tanks and to sit there and put your face on the bulletin board, man. They get to know into what was your IQ in school, what high school you went to, what type of sport, what's your blood type. Man, these devils are looking deep into these things, man. Hey, the least that you think they're not looking into, they're looking into.
Yeah.
Like, why do you need to know my blood type? These devils think that they can actually say, they can actually find out who the Lord's elect is. When the Lord has scattered his elect. You see? Because they think they're in this God complex that they think they're the Most High.
One more precept. It says, and therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
Hey, the Lord said he's going to surely revenge them, man. It tells you in Luke 18 that what? He will revenge them speedily, man. Because they cry unto him day and night, though he long suffer with them, man. So guess what? You're not getting away from what you've done unto the Israelites. You're not getting away from what you defile in the earth, splicing cells, making creatures and doing all types of things. That's abominable, man.
Yeah.
Disgusting, man.
I got ran back on the brother, right? This is Isaiah chapter 42, verse 13. Yahawah shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies. I have long holden my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman and will destroy and devour at once.
Hey, when you read that reminds me of that scripture and the other one, which is in Isaiah 63. He said he would destroy the drunk in his drunk fury, roughly paraphrasing his words. Hey, that reminds me of the movie Humbug. where the scene was, I think it was part 2, if I'm not mistaken, where he was blood drunk. Where he was sitting there, he was just so, because they messed him up, and he just was killing everything. He couldn't stop until everybody was dead. Hey, that's how Yahawashi is coming, man.
Yeah, and it's not like, you know what it is? It's almost like it's not like they're making Yahawah get off his throne and like you bringing it to his mind to like, yo, that's enough. You bringing it to his mind to like, okay, it's enough is enough to destroy you people, man. That's enough, man.
That's why he got Yahawashi. That's why he got the 144. The Most High ain't got to do nothing, man, but to send the word. You know? And quicken the spirits.
Hey, real quick, it's funny that you mentioned Bak in that fight scene, because what caused him to go off and go crazy and go blood drunk like that is because the other ruler killed his woman. You know?
It's always like that. It's always like that. Because basically, like what he just read, like, I just thought of, you know what I mean, Yahawashi turning Super Saiyan on their ass. You know what I'm saying? Because what? When Gohan was younger, he couldn't pull out that power until you hurt some of his family members.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you hurt anybody with Gohan, like, that's when he turned the fuck up. So it's the same thing with the Lord. And like how he just read in Second Ezra's, you can read that part again. Now, was it verse 8, I think? That part again? I got a couple scriptures to land back with that or whatever.
Second Ezra 15:8. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
So this is just like how it was in ancient Egypt. It's the same thing that's happening now. We crying unto the Lord. So this is going to slowly cause the Lord to rise up off his throne. That's why in Revelation it says to America, your sins have reached up to the heavens. You know what I'm saying? The Lord gets to that boiling point, it's wrapped, right? So Revelation 6 and I start at verse 9. It says, and when he had opened the 5th seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of the Most High and for the testimony which they held. And they cried aloud, and they cried with a loud voice, saying, how long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? So that matches right with that precept. The innocent and righteous blood cried unto me, right? And white robes were given unto every one of them, and it was said unto them that they should rest them for a little season until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be filled. So not only is our prayers reaching into the heavens, but their prayers as well. And just further proof of that in Revelations 8 real quick. I'll start at the top. Revelation 8 and 1. And when he had opened the 7th seal, there was silence in the heaven about the space of a half an hour. And I saw the 7 angels which stood before the Most High, and to them were given 7 trumpets. And another angel came stood at the altar, having a golden censer. And there was given unto him much incense, that he should offer it with the prayers of all saints upon the golden altar, which was before the throne. And the smoke of the incense, which came with the prayers of the saints, ascended up before the Most High out of the angel's hand. And the angel took the censer and filled it with fire and of the altar and cast it into the earth. And there were voices and thunderings and lightnings and earthquakes. And the 7 angels which had the 7 trumpets prepared themselves to sound. So that all goes to show you the process. So what? The Lord's Prayer is like held in a bowl, and then you got the censer, you pour the incense in there, like that fire, that smoke, that sweet essence is going up to the Lord to put him in remembrance of everything that our people have been through. From the dead that's in the earth to us that's still living. So all that coming up to the Most High, and it's like, all right, Yahawashi, get up off that throne, it's go time, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'll sign back you up real quick.
Nahum 1, verse 2 and 3. The Most High is jealous, and the Lord revengeth. The Lord revenges and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet.
who's the wicked? The so-called white man, okay? Called to Malachi chapter 1, verse 4. So the Most High isn't going to acquit, okay, what you guys have done unto his chosen, man.
It said he revenged it.
Yeah.
That's that recompense. And it says it's a righteous thing unto the Lord to recompense trouble on them that trouble you.
Yeah.
And also goes to show his anger, man.
Yeah.
The Lord have his way in the hurricane, what it says?
In the whirlwind.
In the whirlwind.
That's them tornadoes or
that's
this
what it is.
erratic weather.
Yeah, when they come through, they tear everything up, man.
Yeah. This is Micah chapter 5, verse 15. And I will execute vengeance and anger and fury upon the heathen, such as they have not heard. You see that, man? So, hey, man, these heathens are going to pay for what they've done unto us, man. Okay, and for all the wickedness that they're still doing unto this day. Oh, yeah, matter of fact, getting back into that video, the Edomite with the shotgun, guess what? When he found out that he was being recorded, that's when he stopped, man. Okay? See, so he didn't know that his friend was going to throw that video up. That just goes to show you what they think about us behind closed doors, man.
Yeah.
You know, so they never really, that spirit never really died down. Okay? Or that spirit never went away, I should say. It was just suppressed at the moment, man. All right, but the Lord's going to bring that spirit back. And that's what's going to cause these race wars, man. Okay? Which is written in the Bible, man.
Hey, the Lord is playing with you other nations now, man, with the tornadoes, the tsunamis, the earthquakes, man. He's playing with you now, man. These are starting to be the beginnings of sorrows, man. Okay? Those plagues that are coming upon the earth, man. He's starting to play with you people now, man, for our sakes, man. Okay? Those missiles are gonna fight our battles, man. Okay? Those missiles are gonna help bring in our kingdom, man. You see? Okay? Okay? When you put everything in perspective, okay? All right? Those missiles, man. Okay? They're gonna fight our battles, man. Those that's the Lord's armory, man. You see?
Yeah, it's going to release us. Because the Most High is going to destroy Babylon the Great. I got a quick precept behind you. This is Sirach chapter 35 and 17. The prayer of the humble pierces the clouds. Until it come nigh, he will not be comforted, and will not depart till the Most High shall behold to judge righteously and execute judgment. You know, so as the brothers get into our prayers, and our prayers are powerful, man. Even though it seems, you know, we believe in that invisible power, and only the elect have that gift of faith, our prayers are so powerful that it reaches up and pierces the clouds, man. It gets into the fourth dimension with the Lord and the angels. The reports get reported. The angels report the report, you know? So the Lord hears our prayers and knows exactly what we want. He knows exactly what we need. He knows exactly what we desire, and that's to get the hell out of Babylon, man. For the Most High to destroy these Edomites. And it's happening. The brothers' prayers is reaching up, that the Lord is speeding up the times. The scriptures tell you, you speed up the times for what? The elect's sake, man. Unless there would no flesh be saved, man. So prayer is power in the prayer, man. All right?
That's all. Yeah, man, because me and the brothers took from, man, can't believe it's more than halfway through the year already, man. Okay? Halfway through August already, man. All right, in 2020 is going to be a heavy year, man. All right, so this is Matthew chapter 20. Lord willing, it's Matthew.
Hey, because you said that, I believe so too. Look how 2019 came in with the government shutdown. It seemed like people forgot about that. We just saw the black woman was crying to the government, man, crying to Trump to get them back their little pennies, man. Here it is, Jake. You received the crumbs, the small crumbs that come off the table. And guess what? Esau is charging you for the crumbs, man. Yeah. Think about that, man. The little crumbs that come from the table off what he eats, he give you crumbs. But here it is, he's charging you for those crumbs. You know?
Yeah, I was thinking about the other day, it's like, you know how you go buy something and you probably give somebody a 10 or 20. Why is it that they got to check that money out? You know what I'm saying? Because it looks just like Monopoly money. So this shit, you know what I'm saying? Going to show you, this shit is fucked up, man.
Right. Hey, that's why I said it just off of what you said real quick right here. It's Lamentations 5 and I'm just start from the top. Lamentations 5 and 1. Remember, O Lord, what has come upon us. Consider and behold our reproach. Our inheritance is turned to strangers, and our houses to aliens. We are orphans and fatherless. Our mothers are as widows. We have drunken our water for money. Our wood is sold unto us. Our necks are under persecution. We labor and have no rest.
Because he put us into a system. We're in the pit. We used to be able to live off land. And if you found land, and if that land was rich in soil crops, guess what? It had water there. You was able to capture that land, start your family, and then here it is, when somebody else come, you was able to trade. Whatever what they got, whatever you got, y'all can trade. We was able to chop, if we had to cut wood, we would do that, man. If we had to fetch out water, we would do that, man. If we had to grow our crops, we was able to do that. But now, the government want to play your father, all right? This is why now everybody relies on the supermarkets to have your food. So when the supermarkets don't got food, what are you going to do? That's why Yahawashi said, shall he find faith on the earth? Because why? Who's going to have faith? Only the elect.
Hey, and Esau, and he's a slick devil too. That's exactly why he keep us in the inner city ghettos with all of the streets and ain't no roads, you try now, you can find certain little herbs and stuff on the grass, but you don't want to eat that shit. A fiend probably pissed on it, dog probably shitted over there. You might go find a little red clover, dandelion, burdock, little common stuff. But what, he keep us in the inner cities, depending on the supermarkets, but then out west in all of them fields and stuff to give it to the Edomites, for them to pick all of the crops and to know everything. You know what I'm saying? They keep us away from the natural way of things so that we can't obtain what's rightfully ours. You know what I'm saying?
Look, my bad, that shit got to impress my spirit. But just put just a more food for thought. Esau, this was all dirt. When you on dirt, it's free. But if you slap pavement down, it's a privilege to walk on it. Check it out. You got these dirt bikes with these niggas up here left and right, right? If they was out there with Esau, they wouldn't need a license or a privilege to ride in all that dirt. They'd be in their backyard, four-wheeling and all that. But because you on the pavement, it's a privilege. So that's why if you ride any type of vehicle, you could be creative and inventive, create something in your garage, gas motored, and you get out there and put your four wheels upon this pavement, oh, they're gonna take it from you, man. It's a privilege. This guy said it's a privilege for you to travel with horse and carriage, man, with chariot, vehicle. But if you was out there on the dirt, who could charge you? Who could say, oh, you can't go across there? It's dirt. That's why this devil, man, all this pavement he paved down here, man, it's also him that could control you, man.
And look, and he started it with slavery because, when they had to expand things for Jake, but it wasn't really for Jake. Jake would feel special if they was doing it, but it really was just to cater to Esau. When Jake was allowed to, drive the horse and carriage to carry Esau around or to transport something, then they would get stopped by another slave, another Edomite or something. They had to present their papers and all that type of shit. So it's the same thing now. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that permission slip. You know what I'm saying? Say, yeah, master, it's okay for me to do this. Look at my papers. You know what I'm saying? And it's all according to the curses, man. Real quick, it's Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in the want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thee until he have destroyed thee. Man.
Yeah. Even if the yoke of iron is not physical anymore, like hard bondage slavery, but the yoke of iron is spiritually, man. Because in their educations, they're destroying you. Within their religions, they're destroying you. Within their foods, they're destroying you. Within the television, they're destroying you. Your entertainment is destroying you. You got to come up out the world, man. That's why it's a miracle, man. All praise to Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, man. Because that is a miracle in itself. That's a miracle in itself for a brother to wake up to this madness. That's why the scriptures tell you that even the angels rejoice, man, when one repented, man. The angels are rejoicing because it's a miracle. You coming from this world, the way you was raised in this world, all this devices and distractions and everything you could want to be and be a part of, following Jake, chasing holes, want to be a damn rapper, all this influence, the negativity and wickedness, to come up out of that and to see that, and then to hold on all the way to the end, that's a miracle, man. That's how you know the Most High exists, man. And that's why the angels rejoice when one repents, man.
It proves that the prophecies are true, also. Because if you would have told many brothers like 20 years ago that we would know what was written in the Bible, be like, oh, you crazy. But we didn't even think it was our book. In the church they tell you that we're the Gentiles, so it is a miracle. I got something. This whole chapter is good, but I'll try to keep it short. Job 20:19. Because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away a house which he builded not, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly.
Hey, if I can add, man, you know that fits the Trail of Tears, man. Okay, down there in the southeast, nobody can say that I don't fit that. All right, East so-called white man. So you already know that this applies to you, man.
Yeah, just to say, will not feel quietness in his belly. You Edomites, you're not gonna be settled and feel comfortable after all of the wickedness that you have done. You're not gonna still feel comfortable, man.
Yeah.
Esau think he's gonna be comfortable after he's his strive to chip everybody. His force of his RFID chip, which is to come. You know, it says he shall be eating. You know, and then what?
That's right here.
Real quick, that's why like they had like the common saying like I don't remember it exactly, but it, you know, just how somebody said like, oh yeah, he ain't sleeping good at night. You know what I'm saying? That's what you saw. He's doing all this dirt. At the end of the day, he ain't sleeping good at night. So there's no quietness in his belly. His belly got the riches. You know what I'm saying? But he can't sleep at night, man. He terrified of the Lord and the prophets, man.
Hey, if for those out there that have starved, like for an example, them guys that get stranded on the seas and they be out there 21 days, 30 days. Hey, when your stomach is touching, hey, sometimes we fast. And you probably ain't fasting in a while, and so the flesh got a good toll on you. Before fasting, it's like, nah, I can do it, ain't nothing. But then you might just have that one day of fasting when you just sitting there like, oh my God. You can't sleep, and you barely sleep when you fast. You get enough sleep and you pop right back up early in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Your belly's not quiet, man. You know, what happens when you do eat? You sit there, go to sleep, get all tired, and you rest. Wake up fast.
Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
Yeah, I got one scripture real quick to add to you. This is Obadiah 1:1. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. And when you go into it, that's Gamar Abdul Nasir. He was an Egyptian, I believe, president who was fighting against them Amalekites when they first got in there. And one of the things he said is you will never live here in peace. You know, so even to this day they haven't protested that land.
Because he said the Jews left black and came back white, man. You know, but you know what he means. But hey, man, everybody's hip to it, man. Except for these damn Americans, man, who don't know anything, nor care to know, man. They're willingly ignorant, man. Yeah. As long as they can go to the club and chase women, man, they good.
Got a little move.
Hey, real quick, the word straight.
Yeah.
This is the blue letter. And it says Hebrew word Yashar. Yashar. I'm saying that right, Salaki. It says to bind, be distressed, be in distress, be cramped, be narrow, be in strait, make narrow, cause distress, besiege, to suffer distress, vexed, straightened. You know?
Hey, real quick, hey, we're vexing him, man, with this word, man. Yeah. And really, Esau Edom has to put that thread through the needle, man, to where he has to put us in a bad light before he shows his horns to the world, man. You know what I'm saying? You know? So it's a balance, man, because it's like we're exposing it. People will still sleep, but they have to shut us up for him to fulfill his will. For him to show his horns, man. Well, it's that thread to the needle, man.
The same thing what Esau does when he want to go into those different countries. Here it is, he want them countries to follow his way. They don't want to follow his way, so he gets some of them to sell themselves out. Make this big commotion going on, and then he say, we told you, we coming over there now. That's it, enough is enough. Enough is enough, you know? Yeah, auto rap KO, man. So how much more us? He has to validate himself in order for him to come down upon us, man, so he can get the world on his side. For them to say we going World War III, we have to. Russia, it's all Russia's fault. It's all be lies, man. It be shit that they doing to Russia.
Yeah.
You know? So how much more us, little old us, man, the little ones, man.
that shit with that shooter in Philly. I think it was Philly, right? That he shot a bunch of cops. Supposedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly, because, shit's all made up. But they said that supposedly online he was following black extremists.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you already know what they're trying to say.
The brother out there in Vegas, man, GMS Vegas, I saw his sit down, man. He got the video where the cops were putting fake blood on each other. Yo, these all these sloppy, man. Yo, the cops that was there, they ran back to the car together and they had a packet of blood and they started going like this. And you see the blood hitting the ground and then they ran back to the scene. So it's all fake. Racist actors, man. And that's why when I was live streaming that. I was live streaming that when it happened, and the lady said they said they don't want any type of drones, any type of civilians, because we don't want to interfere in the thing. But somebody had a drone, and it was looking down, and the camera caught them putting fake blood on each other, man. That's on camera, man.
And you know what the killer is, though, man? Yo, you pee on Edomites, man, are bringing your society down, man. That's who it is, man, because you're doing the bidding of what their will is, man. You know, okay. Meanwhile, you're doing this. You're crisis actors. You're doing this though, and then you're living next door to me. Come on, man. You people are bringing your own place down, man. You're bringing your own society down. You see? Okay.
It's like you said, enough but crisis actors, right? This is Job 15:34. For the congregation of hypocrites shall be desolate, and fire shall consume the tabernacles of vipers. You know what I'm saying? So a hypocrite is nothing but an actor, man. Not only that, a crisis actor. You know, and like you said, a lot of these individuals they'll fuck around and be your neighbors, but they've been bribed to be a part of that particular crisis, you know, for the agenda to be fulfilled for these elites. You know, and it says they conceive mischief and bring forth vanity. Essentially, it's going to be to no avail, man. At the end of the day, Esau's effort is futile, man. You know, the Lord is only building you up just to bring your ass down. So all of this to none effect, man. You can't do nothing against the truth before the truth. You know, that's also a part of prophecy. That we have to be, you know, taken out of our homes. You know what I'm saying? Certain brothers going to have to live like a pilgrim. So of course you're going to have to paint this picture that, oh, he's been listening to black extremist groups. We know that part of the song already. We accepted it already. You just falling into the hand of the Lord. Right? And it says, they conceive mischief and bring forth vanity, and their belly prepareth deceit. It's all lies, man. It's all smoke and mirrors. The world's a stage. You know?
And that's crazy, man, because I was watching the local news a while back, and they said there was a woman that was upset because during one of those damn shootings or something, they had their daughter like she's one of the women that passed. And she's like, what the hell? This is my daughter, and she passed such and such years ago, man. You know, she wasn't even there. So Esau's getting super sloppy, man.
Hey, what you say, man? The children are fools, man. You know? Okay? You're not deceiving the Lord's men, man. We're calling it out. We're calling you out on your bullshit, man. That's all we're doing, man. We're calling you out on your bullshit, man. Okay? You're the accuser. You're accused of the brother, man. Yeah. You know?
And then plus they had that same girl that was at all the damn shootings, man. She was at the Boston bombing, and she was at the Aurora shooting.
I remember that.
Okay? The same girl, man. So Esau is super sloppy with it, man.
Hey, they threw the advertisements on Craigslist to be a, you know, like just to be a crisis actor.
But this is Sirach chapter 51, verse 2. It says, "For thou art my defender and helper, and hast preserved my body from destruction." Right, because that's what Esau has prepared for us, men and the Lord that's coming out here, man. Okay, Esau wants to do that unto us. He wants to do it unto all you Israelites, man. And guess what? He's gonna get away with it on two-thirds of you Israelites, man. Young, old, women, whatever the case may be, man. It says, and from the snare of the slanderous tongue, and from the lips that forge lies, and has been mine helper against mine adversaries. See that? So Esau, the so-called white man, okay, he's the slanderous tongue, man. What's slander? All right, to make you look in a bad light. That's what Esau, the so-called man, is going to do unto us before he moves on us, right? Because you got a lot of people that actually agree with us, man. All right, but he has to deem us as terrorists and so forth before he can come down upon us. But guess what? The scriptures say the stand of the Lord is going to be lifted up against you, man. All right, so you're going to be in for a treat, man. When you try and come upon the men of the Lord. Right? And it says, and from the lips that forge lies. So he's going to forge lies, man. Okay? He's going to say that we were about to do a terrorist attack in New York or some shit, man. Okay? Just so that he can try and move on us, man. All right? He's the damn devil, man. That's what the devil means, deceiver, man. He makes himself out to look like he's the good guy. When ultimately he's the damn devil, man. Right? And another thing, he drugs our people up through the food, through the water, right? Through the damn air, man, through his chemtrails. He dumbs them down so that he can also make himself look like he's the good guy as well, man, to make his job even easier, man. So he does a diligent search, man, to be the damn devil, man. Right? It says, and has been mine helper against mine adversaries, and has delivered me according to the multitude of thy mercies and greatness of thy name.
Hey, that's the spirit, because we definitely need the Lord in order to fight against this devil, man. Because he's the master of deception, man. He's the master of lying. And because he knows the truth. Because like Elder Apostle Qadash tell you, he said, look, man, in order to tell a lie, you must know the truth. Mm-hmm. And look at us, look at the condition our people are in, man. All we can have right now is faith and prayer to the Most High, man, to Yahawashi, you know, to get away from this devil. Like, you got to be spiritually drawn away from that man, not getting hooked by his loops to reel you in. Oh, he got, you know, I like to say he got branches with he's a tree with different wicked branches. It's like, what branch are you gonna pick? You know what I'm saying? Jake gets caught up on every branch. Oh, they got on that one. Yeah. You know, it's like they're hanging themselves.
It's not this one, it's the other one.
Yeah.
That's why it's because you talk about the narrow path. You know, and very few will find it. You know, so that's all the alert. I just have one more verse on what we were talking about. You quoted it earlier. Job 20:23. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
Yeah, so the Lord gonna get you devils, man.
While he's eating.
Why are you eating? You know, why are you trying to fill your belly, man? When you think you're successful, that's when the Lord is coming, when you least expect. You know, it's gonna look like everything is panning out. Everything is going according to gender. We're finally doing it. They're gonna start cracking them champagne, drinking, looking at people dying left and right. Esau loved to see violence, man. That's the music to him, man. You know, to see people getting their head cut off, children getting raped by grown men. That's the shit that amused these devils, man. You know?
Real life joker.
Yeah, a real life joker, man.
Right.
You know, laughing about it, drinking champagne, and that's when Yahawashi is coming, man. You know? And the Lord said he come like a thief in the night.
He's not ringing the doorbell.
He's not ringing the doorbell. He's coming through the windows, and he's coming from the roof.
He ain't coming to keep it in. Bust the door.
A little more. And shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through.
Hey, so that means the elites. Yeah, you're gonna get out of you're not gonna be destroyed by the thermonuclear missiles, man. They're gonna make you're gonna hide out in those rocks. You're gonna hide out under the ground. You're gonna hide in the sea or go up into the little shuttles that you have in the space, man. Hovering, your little space shuttles and things like that. You're gonna get away. The elite's gonna get away because you're gonna be the first ones dragged into slavery, man. All right.
They're the ones that are going to fulfill Revelation 13:10, I believe, that either leadeth into captivity, shall go into captivity.
That's right.
They're the ones that, I mean, for that to be fulfilled, some Edomites got to stay alive.
Yeah, yep.
He made the statement, said they shall be in straight. You know what I'm saying? That's a position of difficulty. You started bringing out the different adjectives or the meanings of what that word particularly means. And one of them is cramped. You know, here it is. You just made a statement, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. We was cramped on them ships, man. They had us packed like sardines, man. You know, and right now we got these Edomite spirits in the corner. So they're cramped spirits. They don't know how to maneuver. That's why they taking brother videos down just to get some wiggle room. You know, they're giving strikes just to get some wiggle room. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to come to a point to where they want to do away with the internet to where we don't have a voice for them, like y'all brothers are saying, to fulfill their agenda. But as soon as you attempt to fulfill your agenda, that's when the Lord come through, man. You know, you only fall into the hand of the Lord because the Lord said that My teacher wasn't going to be removed into a corner anymore. You know, and thy eyes shall see thy teachers. So when the Lord, you know, removes us off in his corners, the Lord's portion is fulfilled. The Lord's portion, as far as us being out here on the highways and byways, is fulfilled. The seed is already planted. The gospel has reached into the four corners of the world already. You know what I'm saying? So now it's going to be dramatic. That's when it's going to start to really become dramatic. You know, and real intense spiritual things are going to start happening upon the wicked.
Hey, and that's the time where we just got to wait patiently. As we waiting patiently now, that like you brought out, that's mean the Lord is done talking. That just means the Lord is done talking to you, man. After all of these years, you know, with our elders and their elders, the Alvin Bivens, the Lord is done talking, you know?
Hey, because at that point, it's going to be nothing else for us to do but to what? Wait. You know what I'm saying? We got nothing else to do but be patient. You know what I'm saying? At that point, we ain't going to have to worry about coming out here dealing with you boneheads. We're not going to have to worry about loading up on the YouTube. At that particular moment, it's about patience and faith. That's it. Patience and faith.
And that's when you're going to realize he starts playing a dangerous game. A game that he's going to lose. And he's going to lose. You're going to lose, man. You're going to lose. See, that's the time where now it's going to be all up to the Lord, man. Now the Lord is going to have to make a move. And the Lord is going to make a move, man. Now you're going to start seeing more supernatural things happen, man. You're going to see more sightings of the angels in the chariots, more lights in the skies that you can't comprehend, man. You know, you could barely get video footage of it. So you think you could retain it, hold it, gather it, shove it into your garage, into some military base somewhere, and break it down and chisel at it and research it, examine it. Oh man.
Hey, I want to touch on this parody movie that's coming out, you know, and like I said, though, you try to make light of our heritage, man, you know, and there's one thing that I know that's missing from the movie, man. It's going to be the scriptures, man, you know. Okay, all right, so I got something right here, right? This is Isaiah chapter 13 verse 1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift ye up upon the high mount, lift up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice upon them. Shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my sanctified ones, and I've also called my mighty ones for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness, man. And with the advantage is Bible, man. The Bible's still going to stand, man. You can go ahead and make light of whatever you want to do, okay? But the whole thing is that you're not a spiritual man. So we know that the movie has nothing to do with spirituality, okay? It's only going to be, it's going to draw curiosity. Just like you had the brothers from San Francisco camp, the worst group in America, okay? All right, they were playing all those little clips. They all go, you know, right? Yeah, one war song. But not one scripture came out though. But guess what happened though, man? The Lord got his elect up out of that was watching that and got them up out of that, man. And they're coming to the fold, man. Okay? You're just in quicksand right now, man. Okay? Whatever move you make though, you're getting deep into the hole, man. Okay? So you could go ahead and put this fucking movie out. Okay? All right? It's just gonna feed that curiosity, man. Okay? All right? Because this is how we all came to this truth anyway, man. Okay? So where we heard, something's gonna click, man. All right? The potential elect is gonna click with them, man. Once they look into it and check things out, man. Okay? So you can go ahead and go with because you ain't spiritual, man. Okay? We're gonna stand firm with this word, man. This word's gonna stand sure, man.
Hey, look, I watched that trailer over and over, and what I got from it through the spirit is just mockery. You know, when he said we're gonna call the dinosaurs, what I got from that is that they're saying the Most High is something that don't exist. When they say, we just call the dinosaurs, well, the horn represents what's blowing the trumpet. That represents us out here speaking. And when they say they call the dinosaurs, they're trying to say the Most High don't exist. Because to them, dinosaurs don't exist. You know?
Hey, I got it right here. I'm going to read it again. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 3. I've commanded my sanctified ones. Who's the sanctified ones? The men that are out here preaching this word, man. Right? I have also called my mighty ones for my anger, man. That's those dinosaurs, man. Let's talk about those angels, man. Aimed at with Yahawashi, man. Okay? The Lord's already got the Lord of armies, man, ready to come upon this place, man. All right? Starting with the archangel Michael, man. You know?
Hey, every last one of them, I pray Yahawashi destroy every last one of the people that played in that movie, man. And especially the Jake, that's making mockery of your own inheritance, man. See, See that all that way is just trying to provoke and make you mad. You know, it's this mockery. It's just pure mockery at its finest, man. Esau has written it down. They have people that act it out. They've been thought through. Yeah. It's just mockery, you know. But the Lord said He's not mocked, man. Right. You know, you reap what you sow, man. Right. You know. And on the comment board, there was a lot of Israelites from everywhere. They attacked that comment board on the trailer, the original trailer, and they was dissing it. And then you had one or two people, could have been a woman or Edomites. They was like, I love this movie. I can't wait for it to come out. You know, saying certain things.
It's fine though. That's fine though, man. That's fine because, like I said though, man, it's gonna bring further to you niggas out here into further condemnation, man. You deserve it, man. You deserve it.
And then they put the demonic, what's that, Pentagon in the back.
Yeah.
Hair wraps, they got the children there, you know, all that making mockery, man. Because, and also too, it's coming out in a timely fashion that they're trying to demonize us and label us black identity extremists, man. When it's nothing extreme that we're doing, carnal, man. We're speaking the word, prophesizing to our people. The scriptures tell us our warfare is not carnal. We're not looking to go to blow up no damn building or to go beat up a couple of Edomites. What is that going to do? That's not going to bring the kingdom. And if any of you niggas are going to do that, you're wicked as hell and the Lord going to kill you, man. We got to wait patiently, man. You know, and that's why, going back to God Sakari, that dagger, that guy, that demon, he wanted to embrace. We are. He's a damn agent, man. He's an agent. He's a damn agent. You know what I'm saying? He's just setting everybody up that's with him and everybody else that believe in him, man. And you guys that's following it, you can't see that. That's because the Lord have blinded you, man. We dissing that. Ain't nobody no black extremists. We ain't even black. They try to call us the black Hebrew Israelites, and then they switched it because it's too much information and too much of us defending that we're Hebrew Israelites that they got to put the black identity extreme. Come on, man. And then, like you said, they had the guy in Philly. Come on, man. And then they got the movie. Yeah, they trying to paint the new boogeyman terror as the black man with the beard, man. The so-called black man. Right. You know?
Hey, man, Jake is still too busy destroying each other, man. You know? All right? Jake love you, Edomites, man. You know? Okay, but at the end of the day, man, you people, we got the song that's making you dance, man. Okay, all right. You're dancing to our tune, man. We're telling you what's gonna happen and how you're gonna do it, man. You're doing a fine job destroying yourself, man. Okay, you and your minions and your peons, that's below you, that's doing your bidding, man. You're doing a fine job destroying yourself, man. Okay, we're just reading the scriptures and you're doing what we're saying you're gonna do, man. We got the blueprint, man. Okay.
Hey, real quick, what's the thing they say in the world, right? They say, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words would never hurt me. What's going on?
What happened? What's going on?
I was gonna say it's a difference between being. It's a difference between being, you know, reactive and proactive. See, like the brother said, they dancing to our tune, man. Now, you know, you basically playing catch up, man. You know, you probably, you know, speaking of a video that a brother already did a correction or, you know what I'm saying, did something on 5-10 years ago, man. You know?
Hey, that's the spirit though, man, because you people are still fighting on the comment board about something brothers did 5 years ago, man. Right, you know, 5, 6, 7 years ago. Come on, man.
We don't forgot about that.
Hey, we don't move on. Yeah, you know. Hey, man. Hey, man. You know, it's still up there, man. Our works is still before the nations, man. You know. Like I said, our work is not in vain, man. Right. So brothers, keep pushing, keep doing what you're doing, man. Like I said, though, don't worry about the views. Like I said, though, whatever you're doing, like I said, it's all in the eyes of Yahawashi, man. You see?
I got real quick too, though, because another thing is that movie is gonna it's gonna mark more people, man. You know, Esau think he's doing such a bad thing, man, but hey, really, you helping us spread the word even more, man. You know, because now a lot of people are gonna go check that movie and they're gonna get marked anyway, man. So you helping us do our job even better, man.
2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 8, for we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth.
Exactly. So bad publicity is good publicity when it comes to BaHaSham, Yahawashi. A lot of YouTubers know that. That's why they do a lot of bullshit. Some of them be acting like they fighting with each other. Oh, he dissing that YouTuber dissing that YouTuber. But they know it's bad publicity is good publicity.
Hey, so that's your philosophy, man. So you should know better. So go ahead and put it out. Go ahead and put it out, man. Put it out, man.
Scripture say, scripture tell us in, what's that? Exodus the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you're only doing the Lord's service, man. You working for the Lord too. The deceived and the deceiver are his. You got it. And we're telling them,
Still up there, Joe Dirt?
Nah, he's
the crazy
just.
thing about it, it's not even crazy.
He dropped the mic.
But the spiritual thing about it is that we're telling you that you're playing into the Lord's hands. And you're going to continue to do it. You're going to continue to do it because you're being controlled. You're a controlled substance as well. The Lord played your mind to think that you're doing this off of your own free will. But you're being controlled, man.
Hey, all we is in a fish tank. You can't realize that. Look, take your mind outside the box. Look, the Earth, I said this a couple of times, man. The Earth is in the middle of the galaxy. Really, the sky is black. The only reason why the sky is blue is because the sun is up. That's the only reason why. You can't go outside the firmament. You can't get over that belt. You can't get around that glass. We're fishes in a fish tank. We're breathing in actually water. That's why when you look up, tell brother, hey, look at that, don't that plane look like a fish, like swimming up top? Because in our reality, we're earthly creatures, man. We belong here until the Lord give us those new bodies. And then he said, hey, you know, I know I have heard, you know?
And how do you catch a fish? Bait. Everyone's being baited. Everyone's has certain pleasures and desires that they want to acquire. You know, and you use bait in order to obtain it. So the Lord is just using bait. You want to get a woman, you bait her. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be money, whether it be jewelry, whether it be conversation, whether it be car, it's all bait just to get the woman. You know what I'm saying? Esau, he uses bait to get what he wants, which is essentially control. You know, he used the things that he has in his position of power, you know what I'm saying, as the bait so he can get, which is essentially is the control. The Lord uses what? The word. That's the Lord's bait for what? His purpose to be fulfilled. It's all bait.
He said, comfort one another with these words.
It's bait.
That's bait. And then the scriptures say, ye that are in trouble, rest with us. Because what the Lord does, you know, he makes you have a miserable, bitter life. Things don't go well. You start to realize and see, like, man, devil, man. I'm tired of this shit. Then you come across the word, oh, we Israelite. Yo, then you can't retain it. You gotta, hey, yo, you know you're Israelite, right? You're in that spirit, you know, that beginner spirit, that fiery spirit you can't contain. You gotta tell everybody. You know? Yeah, on the job talking about, trying to teach somebody, yo, you know you're Israelite, though. How you know you African? They breaking down, repeating words they hear the prophet say, man. Until he be raised up and taught. Maybe he is a prophet, you know?
I got something. Isaiah chapter 61, verse 1. The Spirit of the Lord, power, is upon me, because the Lord hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He hath sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound. Right, so that's, you know, every single Jake is catching hell, man. You know that they is, man. All right? Why? Because ultimately, we are yet this day in our captivity. Okay, but, hey, Spirit of the Lord, man, all right, deals with the hopeful elect, all right, to come up out of that, and hey, man, it's a safe haven for us, man. You know, there's hope for us now, man. Because here in America, there's nothing here. Everybody's subject up to payments. There's nothing but hell to catch, man. Okay, they got the prison systems set up for Jake, and so-called niggas, Latinos, and natives. All right, all you do is work a damn 9 to 5, man. Okay, but because of this word, because Yahawashi, now we have a light, man. We have something to live for, man. That's right. All right, because here in America, there's nothing to live for, man. You're not even living. All right, you're just getting by. Okay, but hey, there's a chance to come back to your heritage and to be with Yahawashi in the clouds, man. We're gonna get a new body. We're gonna be out of these chains of darkness. Okay, well, it's not gonna be no diseases, man. No sicknesses or nothing, man. And all you gotta do is sacrifice this piece of shit flesh, man. Okay.
Hey, you know what kills me though about like Christians and things like that, because you just said it perfectly. Our you know, this faith that we believe in, it inspires hope. You know, we have something to look forward to. We have something to hope for, right? Here it is. You got Christians and all these other people trying to drag you into a hopeless situation, man. Saying the Lord loves everybody. He already came and done delivered everything. Everybody's already saved. We already saved. So what do we have? What do we have? What do we have to look forward to, man? A hopeless society, man. You know.
And we're going even into that hope, man. It had happened after Kent that the chariots clearly showed themselves, man. giving us that hope, man, because that's another hope that we hope for, all right? Because they you have scoffers or just people that don't have understanding. They say, well, if America's going to be destroyed, you're going to be destroyed too. But we have the chariots, all right, which was sent forth as a salvation for some, and that's a destruction for others, man.
And
I got a quick precept for you. This is Revelations 21:4. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful. And brother was just speaking about, that's what the Lord is going to do for us, man. I got another quick precept for brothers. This is St. John chapter 10 and verse 10. All right, because there's a key point in here that Yahawashi said. It says that adds to the situation. It says, St. John 10 and 10, the thief cometh not but to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. You know what it is? Esau is mad because we got the truth. We're calling upon Yahawashi to rescue us and deliver us. This is the information at which they hid for years, man. This is why they beat us and put us into this certain. They beat us and made it to the point where we couldn't read, man. They beat our Hebrew language out of us, and they told us that we're black African Americans, man. And in order to survive, I must go to his school. I must get his education. I must get this entitlement, so I can live and take care of my family. That's the way of life. That's it. That's all I need. Esau wants you to think that's it. Yeah. You gotta, man. When you coming out of high school, this came in my mind. That's like I said, well, damn, I gotta work for the rest of my life. What the fuck? When I ain't work at all. I was an athlete. You know what I'm saying? Then you get out of high school and it's like, damn, I gotta get a job. Damn, I mean, you gotta work for the rest of your life.
They call it the real world.
It's the real world. But the Lord said He's come to give life more abundantly, man. So you think we want His pennies? We want to be brought out? We want millions and views and fame, reputation, man. We don't want that crap, man. We want the world, man. We want what BaHaSham is going to give us, man.
Yahawashi said that. He said, "Ye are the light of the world." All right, and why is that? Because we can show them the way, man. Now, Most High send us out there, people that look like you. You know what I'm saying? To show you the way, man. I got a precept. This is Isaiah 43 and 10. It says, "Ye are my witnesses, saith the Lord, and my servant whom I have chosen." All right, and that just thinking about it, when the chariots showed themselves, because the apostle Tahar was saying, he wasn't sure if he defended the word the right way, but the chariots showed themselves as a confirmation of that, man. Mm-hmm. So now we are the Lord's witnesses, man.
Yeah, it wasn't just one chariot; it was many.
Yeah. There's many chariots, because even the apostle said, it could be a lamp or some shit like that, but the chariots made known, that they were the chariots, man.
That was the sign.
That was the sign.
That was the sign.
Yeah.
One more sign that you want.
Scripture call us an ensign, man.
Yeah.
And it says, "And my servant whom I have chosen, that ye may know and believe me and understand that I am He." So if the Lord is dealing with you, He's going to show you signs throughout your life. All right, because that was another thing that God had asked the apostles, like, how you know this is real, this, that, and the third. Because brothers have seen things, man. Like the brother Shalom always goes into, that the Most High don't make us walk. He's not going to allow you to walk with Him blindly, man. He's going to show you. He's going to show you things, man. "Before me, there was no God formed, neither shall there be after me. I am the Lord, and beside me there is no Savior. I have declared and have saved, and I have shewed when there was no strange God among you. Therefore ye are my witnesses, saith the Lord, that I am God." Therefore we are the Lord's witnesses, man. We are sent out there to testify to you, man. You got guys that go out there every so often, or don't really go out at all, because they're not sent, man. We're sent to witness unto you. Yahawashi is coming. The things, why He does things, the fact that He, is upon this earth, things like that, man. I got some. And real quick too, it also goes into prophecy, man. That's why we should push prophecy, man. Because you can't refute prophecy. You can't refute truth.
This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 39. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. See that, man? So, hey, ultimately, man, to truly get your life, you have to lose it on this side, man. Okay, in this damn captivity. Okay, and then we're gonna be in the kingdom, which is gonna be everlasting, man. Okay, and the scriptures say, I have not seen no ear have heard the things that the Lord have in store for us, man. Okay, the kingdom's gonna be amazing, man. But you can't have your cake and eat it too. All right, so I'm reading it again. It says, he that findeth his life shall lose it. Right, so you gotta find your life, man. All right, that's why the scriptures say this is the good path walk therein, man. All right, because this is your true life, man, your true heritage, man. Yo, you're truly a clown, man, if you don't want to come into your own true heritage and nationality. Now that's a damn Uncle Tom, man. You got a lot of niggas out here, Uncle Tom Marks and Spicks, that are Uncle Toms, man. True Uncle Toms if you ain't trying to get down with this truth, man. Because this is your truth, this is your inheritance, your nationality that you inherited, man. From our forefathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. Right? Who BaHaSham has promised them, right, to give the kingdom unto the children, man. Right? The children of Israel. You know, so if you don't want to get down with that, you're down with Esau. Hey, what do you think your judgment is gonna be, man? It's fuck you too, man. That's how the Lord gets down.
The Lord said the fashion of this world shall pass away. The Lord is about to reset the world. And he needs the righteous fruit to what? Bring back the chosen. So therefore, if you don't, like the brother said, you don't want to come back into your heritage, then guess what? You'll be coming back out as a newborn babe, but you're gonna die on this side. As the scriptures say, he must know it after death by pain, man. You know? So he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it, man. So we lost our life in this world. We gave up this life in this world. We live for Yahawashi. Now, do that mean we don't probably drink some liquor or brothers go somewhere with their family or such things like that? We do those things, but we're not caught in this society, man. We don't condone and nor do we promote this wicked ass society, man. And especially not that gay ass rap. Rap is gay. It is gay now. It's homo now. That's it. You know? So the Lord said, he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. So we found life through Yahawashi. We found who he was. And you got a lot of brothers that have made grow up, and all your life you felt different. You felt like I don't really click with everybody like that. I know this. You always tell the story, you know? His brother always tell his story, man. Like, you don't really click with everybody. It's just something about you that's different. You know what I'm saying? Even though you was raised amongst the wolves, but you don't feel like a wolf. You know?
Hey, man, the greatest form of love is sacrifice. The greatest form of love is sacrifice. If you can't sacrifice, what are you doing? You know?
It says, and he that loses his life for my sake shall find it. And yeah, man, a lot of brothers, you know, could have been in different colleges, man. Okay, or athletes, rappers, or whatever the case may be. You know, going to the club, chilling with your friends in the world and shit. But man, we gave that up, man. For Yahawashi shot. And guess what? And now, hey, the scriptures say, you know, the Lord's not unrighteous to get your works in labor of love, man. You know, that's all part of that labor of love. So that now, in return, when all hell breaks loose, you know, if it be Yahawashi shot's will, we're gonna be good in that day, man. Okay? Because we found our life, man.
I'm gonna quick run through it real quick though, but I'm talking. This is about the 10 lepers, all right, that went to Yahawashi, and basically narrowing it down. He said, "Go that way and go to the priest to show that you're cleansed." So they all went except for one, and one glorified Yahawashi. So I'm gonna tell you what he said to him. He said, and Yahawashi answered and said, "Were there not 10 cleansed? But where are the 9? And they were not found, and that returned to give glory to the Most High, save this stranger." And he said unto him, "Arise, go thy way, thy faith had made thee whole." And when he had demanded of the Pharisees when the kingdom of heaven should come, he answered them and said, "The kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of the Most High cometh not with observation, neither shall they say, lo here or lo there, for behold, the kingdom of the Most High is within you." You know, and basically that one leper, man, he was part of the elect, man. You know what I'm saying? Because his faith had made him whole, man. You see? You know? And just like how us, man, how we are purged out of this world and separating ourselves from this world, man. You know? Lord willing, well, we are hopefully of the elect, man, and we're doing the right thing. We're doing the things that as far as what the scriptures are saying, through faith, man. This is a faith thing that we're out here, man. We're out here through faith, man. You know?
Yeah, the Lord said, who shall stand up for me against the evildoer? Well, somebody got to do it. You know? We didn't choose to do it. The Lord chose us. You didn't choose to be in this truth. You came across it, you heard, and you got in it, man. And it wasn't you. You didn't, you know what I want to be when I grow up? I'm going to be a prophet. No, man, the prophets are subjected to the prophets. If you was a prophet in the past, you're going to be a prophet in this day. You know?
Like the verse that the brother read earlier, that the Lord ordains you to go out and preach the gospel. For the opening of the prisons, I believe that verse says. And this is the opening of the prisons right now. I'm coming into the truth, which I actually got to preach up real quick on that. John 8:32, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. That's how we're out the prison, with the truth.
And Esau wants to lock us back in. He wants to, he done broke out of his prison spiritually, man. Really broke out of his prison, man. He's like, oh, no. This is getting out of hand. With them chips, you know? So I can put them in their bodies. You know, hey, Esau have this way, he want to chip you when you're born. You know, as soon as you be born, the procedures, they wipe you down, give you back to the mother, rest on the chest, and then the next procedure, probably, like when they circumcise the child, they circumcise the child like what? Like I think like a couple days or a week later or something like that. But it'll be like, okay, another procedure, he got to get his implant. You know, so everybody's getting it.
That's actually one of the ways that he plans to like control your spirit. I don't know if brother saw the new movie, Hobbs and Shaw, from the Fast and the Furious franchise. That is The Rock and that other dude.
Oh, it's out already?
Yeah, it's out. I don't, damn, spoiler in there. Fuck. I don't, bro, the super soldier pretty much being controlled by a chip. And you could tell like he's trying to like break out of that shit. But it brought it to mind. I don't want to ruin it for brothers.
Yeah, don't ruin it.
It's like the new Kunta Kinte shit, man.
Okay, I gotta watch that.
Because originally Esau, all right, had to beat our nationality out of us, beat these bullshit names into us, man. Okay, but now that our people is waking up, he gonna do it all over again with that RFID chip, man. You know, he's gonna do the same thing with the RFID chip this time, man. Okay, and this time you're gonna ultimately be submissive unto Esau, man.
Hey, don't be surprised. Esau's world, his utopia, you'll have to, I'm you know, just playing along into his mind, hypothetically, right? If you know it's not gonna happen, but if he had it his way, you'll be getting chips on the regular. You will have to probably re-update your chip every 2 years or every year, you know, and things like that, because them chips malfunction. You know, my hypothetic, you know, what you call that? Hypothetically speaking, right? I believe that even those celebrities are chipped. Now I don't have proof, so I have to say that. But the way they be malfunctioning, you know, them chips is in your body. Jake is still rebellious, you know, and either way, them chips, they can get inspired or something can fry the chip or whatever the case may be. You just don't act out the way Esau want to be the puppet chip, you know. So they got to get reprogrammed, you know. You got to go in for a new update, you know. And then they pushing transhuman. So it ain't nothing for you to get a chip in your head, you know? Hey, Esau want to walk around with a live stream recorder eye. He wants to walk around with a live stream recording eyeball. Come on, man, that's sick, man. That's sick. Why would we want to do something like that when the Lord is going to give us spiritual powers? We'll be able to see like Superman, man. We don't want superpowers. We're looking for spiritual powers, man. So we could be perfect with the Lord, man. Perfect in nature. You know, perfect with this brick here, man. You know? Hey, when you perfect with the elements, you can turn this into anything. I can turn this into a dog and have it going up the street. You could turn this into, you could take the grass and turn it into a big ass insect or something, whatever. You know, that's being one with nature, man. That's what the Lord is going to give us as power, man. It's not that.
Back in Isaiah chapter 61 verse 2, it says to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord and the day of vengeance of our power, to comfort all that mourn. See, you know, and really all of our people mourn anyway, man. Okay, they're all destroyed for a lack of knowledge at the end of the day, but they all in the mourning state and don't even know it, man. Stacked up on top of each other, All right, that's no type of way to live. You got little niggas playing basketball at the park, but that's just a little break from their hell, man. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, they gotta go back in these damn school systems, man. Okay, and they gotta be under Esau's captivity that way, man. You know, so Esau may give you a little break here and there, like the clubs and things like that, but then you gotta go back to all your hell, man.
Gotcha, champ. This is Proverbs chapter 14, verse 13. Even in laughter, the heart is sorrowful, and the end of that mirth is heaviness.
Oh, hey, that's on point, man. You know, there it is right there, man. All right, Jake still got comedians. All right, they still go to the comedy club or whatever the case may be, man. They still can laugh, but at the end of the day, man, they got to go right back to those same problems they having, man. They got to go back to their subjection under their payments, all right, under their moms who got damn gout, okay, and family members getting shot down and shit, man. All right, because we're in this captivity, man, because we forsaken the Lord, man. Well, these niggas forsaken the Lord, I should say, man.
Hey, that's the scripture that go with the saying, they laugh and stop from crying.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
That shit made me think of these bugged out women, man. That are like they're fucking ruined inside because of all the shit they've been through, all the different men, and yet they still got their Instagram smile.
Right.
They use likes to escape the pain.
Yeah.
After those like notifications hit, back to that song.
And hey, that's the new drug, man. You know, likes on Facebook, man. The attention is the new drug. Because you got you got dopamine in your mind that releases when you're happy, and they don't get that release unless they get a certain amount of likes, man.
And the wicked shit about that, right? That shit is witchcraft, man. Because these women don't even look like that in real life. Yeah. They got filters to beautify themselves just so they can obtain those likes. You fuck around and meet this woman in person, you looking like that meme. Like, is that you? Like the scriptures say, you narrowly look upon it like, is this the man that ruled the kingdom? Hey,
there was a video that was put out last year with a woman. She had herpes, and she covered it up with paint. And she looked good, but it was like you would never know she had that, man. And she covered it all up. It looked perfect. Like she looked like, you know what I'm saying, with somebody with makeup on. That's the deception that's in this world, man.
Yeah, and it's a lady. She got burn marks all over her face and her head. I think her name's Shalom Black. I think that's the name. And she on YouTube. And usually she have on the makeup and shit, and she just looked regular. But then like she had somebody that she was like dating or whatever, and she was like, yeah, I'm nervous. I'm gonna let my crush see my real me. And then she started peeling off the makeup and pulling off everything up, and he acted like she was beautiful, but deep down inside, nigga, you know she's like a bucket of shit because she just got burn marks all over. And then a few years ago, you know what I'm saying? A few years ago, I don't know how true it was, but I had read an article, and it was a woman that and a dude, they had got married real early, like after a few weeks of knowing each other. And you know, when they went out, the dude was just so mesmerized with her beauty, but the bitch always wore makeup on. Then they get married. They wake up, the bitch take off his the makeup. He ain't want to stay married to the bitch no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, these chicks be looking like supermodels with all of this makeup, but then when they take it off, it's like, yo.
Hey, this woman, I threw a video up, probably beginning of this year, I don't know, sometime this year. It was a woman, I don't know if y'all seen it, this heavy set woman, big as hell. She had
that girdle shit?
Yeah, she had a girdle and tucked the whole stomach to where it only made her ass like
I saw that.
No, that's sick, man.
That's witchcraft.
Yeah.
That's deception.
They painted their face to make themselves look fair.
Hey man, you got men turning into women, man.
Yeah.
Let alone everything else.
I got some. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 16. Moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet, which is for attention, man. You know? And that's wicked as well, man. Alright? You gonna wear high heels just so that men can look their way. Like, you gotta be, that's retarded, man. Verse 17, therefore, the Lord will smite with his scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. And that's also going to be how we are the children of Israel, man. Right? Because only the so-called Negro woman has wearing other people's hair, man. Right? Because of the curses. Right? The so-called white women, they have their stringy hair, whatever the case may be. Right? But the so-called Negroes, and I actually look at them and laugh, man. And I think of what you say. Our people don't know how they look, man. If she only can see herself with a fucking with a blonde wig on at that, she would see how retarded she actually looks, man. You know, that's what has befallen our women, man, and that's why they got to wear all the different, different makeup and all these different damn, like the scriptures say, men have created many inventions, man. Just to make themselves look better, man. And that's wicked, man. Jake don't like to work hard, man. They don't like to just go to the gym and put in the patience and the time and the effort to look better, man.
And I think that social media, I think they boost up those likes, man. And I said though, man, I think at the end of the day, people don't really care, man.
You can pay for it.
Huh?
You can pay for it.
Yeah, I think the likes are big up, man. You know what I'm saying? And it feeds into the spirit, man. It's all witchcraft, the brother say, man.
Spread of vanity. That's real too, because even if you press on the likes, right? Say it was like 700 likes. Go through it, like you're just seeing who liked it. It stops at a certain point. Yeah. You look at them like this. There's no way this could be 700 likes.
Exactly.
You're probably looking at 100.
Exactly. And that's where that process for with the brother's reading. That's where that process for with the brother's reading, man. I seen this male woman, right, yesterday, right? She had she had a little big butt, you know what I'm saying? But short arm. My philosophy is short arms and a big ass don't mix. You know what I'm saying? You guys, I don't know how you wiping your ass, but anyway, she had the little pouch, and she had the keys, and the keys, like you said, Vincent and tinkling, and the keys were jangling like crazy, like I never seen nobody's keys jangle like that. But she was like making this shit like jingle on purpose or something, like she had a way, a science of her walk to where the keys were jingling and shit, to where she could get attention. Bullshit, man.
See, that's totally adverse with the scriptures, man, because the scriptures say women shall dress themselves in modest apparel, man. Meaning they're supposed to be covered. But what did Esau do? Do as thou wilt. And now we beginning to see why, the Lord has these laws, statutes, commandments in place, man. And the effects is if you don't do it. Now that women, can dress however they want, and they get all this attention. It's like, now I need it, man.
Women that claim that they believe lose their salvation because they don't get attention. I pray Yahawah send curses upon every woman I dealt with that left, or every woman that I dealt with that was disobedient, man. That I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? And that really wasted my time and portrayed as if they was women of the Lord. I pray Yahawah to kill you bitches, man. I got a quick precept for brothers. This is Jeremiah chapter 4 and 30. And when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Though thou closest thyself with crimson, though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold, though thou rentest thy face with painting, in vain shalt thou make thyself fair. Thou lovers will despise thee, they will seek thy life.
Damn.
You're portraying something that you're not. That pisses men off, man. I don't even like red lipstick. I find that highly unattractive once you have that on. It's too much.
And that lipstick shit goes back to Egypt. That with the women that wore the lipstick, that was them showing that they provided that service, that oral service.
And the whorehouses. Yeah, the holy house, man. Wearing lipstick on your face looking stupid.
And it's vain. Why is it vain? Because you don't look like that. You don't look like that when you wake up. Then that became a thing to say amongst these women. Woke up like this. You're lying.
And it shows you your inner demon. You're sick, because you're seeking attention from multiples of men. Everywhere you go, you want to be addressed. You want to be seen. You want somebody to say something to you,
And not only that, they have men.
Yeah.
They seeking more attention once they already have a man. And there's another thing amongst these women. I caught this woman, this so-called gym from a woman. When you show less legs, if you're not going to show legs, show cleavage. If you're not going to show cleavage, show legs.
Right.
That's the mindset of these women when they go on their first dates with these men.
Right, exactly.
You don't want no woman, man. Best leave these Babylonian chicks alone, man. And like the apostle said, if you do get a woman, go north, man. Because they're less of a headache, man. At least they're still family oriented. I'm saying it right? Oriented.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They still got some family value to them, man. You know, you dealing with the black woman. Oh man, it's like dealing with the wild wildebeest, man. Because she has no value, she has no boundary, she has no ladiness in her, she has no humbleness in her. You know, she's chattermouth, shooting daggers out there. You sitting there like, oh my God, but you don't want to, you know, be tempted enough to be angry, let not the sun go down upon your wrath, man. And the next thing you know, you locked up. So you know what you got to do? Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Get the step.
Hey, and that goes to show you, Wade, the longer the women are here in Babylon, the worse they are, man.
Yeah.
And the nigga woman that she's been here the longest, she's ate up everything that Esau has fed her, man. You know? And then you have a lot of women that come to the islands, you know? All right? Once they come here and they get settled in, after a while, man, they're tainted, man. You know? Because a lot of them coming here with pure intent, man. You know what I'm saying? You can get one that's from the islands, man, for any of the islands, man, or Central South America, man, that's real humble, man, and that'll be the best of the worst, man. You know? But once they get a hold of the society here, man, and everything else, man, they're gone, man. They're gone.
Another thing too, brothers, don't chase the ones that look like $1 million. You know, dress to impress and switching, mincing as she go. Them the whores, man. Hey, back when I was younger. When I was like 16, 15 years old, I remember, you know, you remember the prostitutes on the street, they wore provocative stuff. So you'll be like, yeah, that's a prostitute, bro. Ew. You know what I'm saying? Now, 2019, these same women that don't claim to be prostitutes, they're wearing the prostitute provocative stuff. Cleavage out, this and all. It's like, you a prostitute. But then if you tell them try to get, oh, you got any money? You know what I'm saying? And then you tell them, man, you ain't nothing but a prostitute. Fuck you, motherfucker. You're a prostitute. If you sit here saying that you won't deal with a man unless he pay something for you, you're a prostitute, man. You just a you won't go out there on the street and stand there. But guess what? If the Lord was judging the two, the Lord would deal with the one that was truthfully honest.
Right, exactly.
You know? Than the one that's hiding the fact and lying and committing adultery and telling all these lies, man. You know? The Lord will be with the one that's out there in the middle of the street. Saying, yeah, being honest. You know? That's the one thing the Lord hates is a liar, man. These women are conniving and liars, man. And that's why and that's why as brothers we gotta read the signs, man. I'm telling you right now, I don't need no tangible evidence to know if a woman committed adultery. If the Lord let me know, I know, man. Because the signs are there. The Lord tells us through visions, dreams, signs, things they're saying. You know. You don't need no tangible evidence. Some guy, you get stuck like that. You got the spirit there, spirit be telling you, and you sitting there, I don't know though, man. I don't know. No, you know. Yeah, you know.
It's on your spirit that heavy. It is what it is. Like you said, and then too, because you're gonna know, like, just how women that try to say, because they pay attention to detail usually more than men do. So they'll figure if we switching up, you know what I'm saying, some way, then something going on with them. Right. Now, but if something switch up with you and your spirit and you coming at me a whole different way, I know something up with you because you can tell another man's vibration on them. You know what I'm saying?
She tell you, there's a pair of shoes in her hallway. Well, you know damn well ain't no men that live that's supposed to be there. Or she tells you, this guy was talking to me and I liked it, you know. Or my first cousin was hitting on me, and if I told him if he wasn't the first cousin, maybe. What the fuck you talking about? Women say the most stupidest shit. You should have kept that shit to yourself. That shit inner demon, man.
Hey, look, if a woman giving you a hard time, if you just ask back, let me see your phone real quick. Yeah. If she give you a hard time and just doing that, bitch is cheating.
And if the phone, she keep her phone face down, man, she cheating again.
I do that.
That phone face down, that's it. That's my move.
They childish. That's why somebody give me that Job. What's that? Job 39 and what's that? 16, 17, something like that. Because women they childish as hell, right? They'll tell you, or you're a dog, or you need to grow up and all that shit. But really, they the ones that's the most childish out of anything. So that's how we really got to treat them, because what? They do things off of emotion. Children act off of emotion because they don't know no better. So what difference is it with a woman? It ain't no difference. You still a goddamn child even though you old as fuck. I mean, go ahead, read that.
Job chapter 39, verse 16. Says she is hardened against her young ones as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear.
Hey, because you see these women all on the internet. And seeing the other, matter of fact, it was yesterday. A woman talking to her little son in the car, and she like, yeah, you know what? I gotta dump this nigga. I think it's time for me to go get a new nigga. Go get a new nigga. And then the little boy, he gotta be like 3-4 years old. He's like, well, go get another nigga then. I'm gonna give me another bitch. You know, so and just cursing up a storm, man. Look, she's hardened against her younger ones, man. This is the result of the so-called black woman, man. Period, man. Fucking up the household. But then people want to try to give credit on shout out to the single mothers working hard. Well, bitch, why you ain't have enough sense to not get pregnant? Why you know what I'm saying? You in your mom's house and also other shit. And making it harder for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But they would rather blame everything on the man instead of taking action, responsibility for their own goddamn action. You heard?
Yeah, another thing too, you want to talk about this guy ain't shit. Well, you ain't shit because you the one laid up with him. What the fuck? You know what I mean?
Hey, a lot of these kids these days just an income tax check to these women, man.
All day. You know? And they blow it in a week.
Yeah. I seen this shit personally. A woman will just yell at her child for no reason. For no reason at all. And that's something that they carry from their mother. Say their mother dealt with them in that fashion, and now you see them dealing with their child in that fashion. What you think it's going to do is only going to breed a generational curse. Exactly. You know?
And then that's why Jake always say, like, if your mom's got to come get you from school or for work, that's your ass, man. If you costing them money, now you focus.
Yeah, like Elder Apostle Rawchaa said, man, you don't even want to deal with no woman that says she believes, man. Not this time, because you got these other cats out there which they're still your girl. They're still your girl.
It's still your girl.
Yeah. Because they tell her every day, here it is, she reaching and reaching, being wicked, trying to find another way to get around what you said, and then they find him, the wicked one. And then what he do? Yo, he ain't supposed to be doing that. Yo, that's wrong that he did that. Yo, that's against the scripture. Let me get this scripture. Hold on. Taking like 5 minutes to get the scripture. Yeah, look though, I found it. Look, this and that. So now look, check this out. What you should do, you gotta get away from him. And come, yo, listen, you're a good woman, you alright? We ain't gotta do nothing, but you could, play the side, let me get your wicked ass out of here. May the Most High kill you fucking niggas, man. Hate these niggas, man. It's like it, man.
Y'all going another nigga's bitch, man.
Wicked ass niggas, man.
That's that slime ball shit, man. Because you know shit from the world, because we was all wicked in the world, so you know that shit. If a chick going through something with her dude, like, yo, and you lean upon another dude, bitch, you in the wrong. That's the last thing you ever should do. Because now this man's imprint is going to be on you, and now you're going to feel like this is the next man that you need to cleave to because of that. Because a woman don't have no goddamn sense. That's why a woman's always supposed to be under protection of a goddamn man, period, man.
The scriptures tell us, it warns us. Their hands is bands, and theirs is nets. She's a rubber band. You can stretch her, but if you still having sex with her, she gonna come back. These women are hands and bands, and she can't, eventually, if she can't break you, you gonna have to, she gonna want to split. She gonna want blood, man. Because these women, they try to, hey, you controlling. How am I controlling? I don't tell you what to do, this and that. But your actions, the way that you move, the way that you insist that I should do. What are you talking about? I'm over you. Listen to what I said. And here it is, they do this and do that, then they start reaching. They go on to him, they putting a comment on his comment board. Yeah, that's why I said I did a video, man, brothers, we all get trafficked. It's a dangerous game playing with some woman coming on a comment board talking about, can you help? This and that, my dude. Man, leave that alone. Let the Lord deal with that, man. That's a dangerous game because you're supposed to know both sides. And if a man put that woman away, you have no business. No business being in that affair. Because these women are wicked, man. They won't sit still. What they're doing is that if they don't go what you said, they're gonna try to find some other way. And then they're gonna try to remember all of the stuff and say, did we even have sex? Did you even put it in? Like, shut the fuck up. Like, or they're gonna come up with all this stuff. Like, well, I think you a thief. How? Like, they just come up with other, women, these demonic ass women are fucking wicked, man.
Hey, man.
I'm telling you, Satan in the flesh, man.
You know what they tell you? They tell you, if if I don't remember, it never happened.
Yeah.
They'll tell you all of that wickedness, man.
And then her story, see what it is, they'll tell you their side of the story would be a lie. It won't be the full truth, it'll be what, because she already know that you won't reject her, because you're supposed to be a man of the Lord. But she'll whip it up in a way where it's like, I was done wrong. Man, leave that fucking woman. Don't comment on my page, because you ain't getting no answer out of me. I ain't dealing with none of that shit, man.
Hey, this one story on the gig, this woman had told me how she cheated on her man. You know, her man lives in DR, you know, and the thing was, like, he always just kept getting drunk. Like, he was getting drunk, you know, and I guess he would fall asleep, or he was impotent to where he wouldn't perform as usual upon her, you know, so I guess she got frustrated. And then she was in a particular situation where another guy, you know, was flirting with her and shit like that. You know, he'll pass her something and, you know, swipe his index finger across her hand and shit. And then, like, he invited her to a room, like, I want to show you something. And then it went down. You know, so she ended up cheating on her man. You know, but that's how these women move, man. You know, when they feel like they're tired of their man, or they're not getting what they're used to getting, or the lack of attention that they may get, they find it somewhere else.
It's never going to be up front, never. And they're going to find some way or try to make some excuse to make themselves feel good about the maneuver that they're about to make. It's fucking wicked, man. But yet, I want a real man. I'm tired of playing games. Bitch, shut the fuck up.
Back in Job, chapter 39, verse 16.
And you gotta say it like that, because that's what they is, man. The scriptures say a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, so most of them is fucking dogs, man. Straight up.
Like they said, they want a real man. How you want a real man, but everything about you is fake. Your hair is fake, your nails is fake. You know?
You got high heels.
You got high heels, you're not that tall.
You got makeup on.
You got it up.
So she is hardened against her young ones as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear. Because the Most High hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding.
So he ain't departs to them the same type of acknowledgments and understanding that he gave to a man. Because what? That's why, matter of fact, go to 2 Peter real quick, 3, and I believe it's around like verse 6 or something like that, where it talks about like woman being a weaker vessel or whatever.
Can I say it right like that? Because why did the Lord deprive these women? Because you women are not equal to the men. Just because you might know some knowledge now, because you study, and you might know this and might know that, doesn't make you equal with a man. You see? Because some women be like, well, I know that breakdown, I know that topic, but they study. She could be a disciple for a long time. You know, and then, look, you still are underneath the man. You can't make decisions the way a man can make. The Lord deals with the men. The Lord won't give you the order, the seat, the eye to seek. He's going to give it to the men. You know, because women, they be juggling that, man. They're playing that dangerous game.
And just so you know that too, right? Like the brother's talking about, man. That's how you know that the man is the dominant gender, man. Because our fact is that he's able to, even a 2/3, he's able to prey upon a woman and her weakest point, man, and take advantage of that, man. Just like how he's able to manipulate a woman to commit adultery, man. You know, shit, a low life 2/3, man, they with no wisdom can be able to manipulate a woman with that, man.
Hey, I'm just to throw in there too. I was thinking while you were speaking. What also kills the fact that you don't have the understanding, because it shows off the decisions you make and your emotions. Decisions they make and they think they right and they feel like I gotta say something, you embarrass yourself. Now you look stupid because you did that. You know what I'm saying? And you ran off your decision making and your emotions, man.
And then I saying something else, because like social media be the perfect breeding ground to understand the mind of our people. Period. Because what? We know they 2/3 for the most part, right? So you look at them as an example. That's why Solomon, what he said, I went through vanity, learned, you know what I'm saying? Like he put gave me amount of madness to understand how every and each individual type of person was. So we gotta look at 2/3 like what they, you know what I'm saying, and see where they coming from so we can understand them even more. You know what I'm saying? We gotta put ourselves subject to that. Just so like, yo, how can you sup with this when you really dive in it? It's like, yo, how can you really sit with this madness and it's okay to you, man? It's nothing but madness. You know what I'm saying? But like I said something the other day in some bitch had put up a post, and a woman had put underneath a comment. She's like, if my nigga acting different, then I'm acting different. 100.
Right?
So ain't that petty? Ain't that childish? But yet you'll want the man to communicate before he go do some shit. But you saying if he acting different, you gonna act different. So that justifies your bullshit?
Not knowing if a man is acting different because he got many burdens that's placed upon him.
Exactly.
So it's the fact of him finding his balance within a situation. You know, he may be dealing with shit on the job. He may be dealing with bills. And say he got the world on his shoulders. He's a so-called black man in America.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So the fact that he's not so nurturing or give you the attention that you yearn for, now he's acting different. Let me go elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Let me go feel this fire somewhere else just to add more burdens upon that man. Because at the end of the day, I don't care who you is, you're going to feel some type of way if a woman step out on you. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the woman is our glory. When your glory fucks over on you, you're going to feel away because it's your glory. You know what I'm saying? You can take it and move on, but you're still going to feel some type of way. And some it may last longer than others. Some, hey, you can have 7 women, but if that one woman did some bullshit, it's going to bother you.
Say if you got something in the house and you don't barely use.
Right.
When somebody take it and you know somebody stole it, you mad.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, yo? It's
You're looking for it, yeah. When you need it, you're looking for it. And when it ain't there, it's like, damn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Word, man. That's why I talk about in what's that Ezra's when they talk about wine, woman, and the king and all of that. You know what I'm saying? It said what? A man to go through the depths of the earth and rob and go overseas and do all of that. You know what I'm saying? All what for the woman? Because what? Like how the brother said, that's your glory and that's your possession. Yeah. So if somebody take your glory from you, your possession, that's near and dear to you. Come on, how you going? You know what I mean? You gonna want to take somebody's head off for that shit? Yeah.
So 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 7, because like that goes into the point like I was saying, you know, that women are very childish. You know what I'm saying? To hear a woman see a woman put that on a comment board and say if you acting different then I'm acting different. Like yo, that is childish as fuck, man. Period as fuck. Or a woman to try to put words in your mouth when you trying to put her up on something and she want to take it some other type of way and say, well then I'ma do this. Well, then go do it then, you dumb fuck.
That proves the scripture, they're deprived of understanding. Exactly. Because she don't understand, she's going to take matters in her own hands.
Exactly.
Sometimes we don't understand. I could attest to a testimony. Certain things the Lord really revealed to me, and I know how I feel. Make you mad, you start to get mad, you be like, nah, man, hold on. But then what? When the Lord reveal it, you be like, all praises Yahawashi. It makes you happy now.
Exactly.
You know?
Because women don't have that spirit of patience. Because we know patience means to suffer. Man was given that spirit of patience and to suffer. So we know that shit going, like how you said, like sometimes you may not understand shit. And I learned that early in the truth. Like some shit ain't look right to me or certain breakdowns I wasn't going to show off just yet. But I'm like, you know what? I ain't going to say. I'm just be patient. Maybe the Lord will reveal the understanding unto me. Women, it's nothing that clicks within their brain that signals that, wait, maybe I can get it later. You know what I mean? None whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Read that real quick.
Plus they minus faith, which means feminine.
Exactly.
So 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7 says, likewise ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel.
As I cleave with the wife according to knowledge. So when you at home with your girl or whatever, like you're supposed to say, you ain't gotta be teaching her the scriptures, but you gotta get a bitch game. You gotta, you know what I mean, give her general knowledge. Because that's what it's about. Because yo, men and women love 2 different ways, right? Like how it is with us and the Most High. We the servant to the Most High. So we obedient to him. So that's how it is with the woman. Your woman is obedient to you, so that's how she shows her love to you, by her honor and respecting the things in which you do. But a man's love to a woman is just showing that affection here and there or appreciation. Like, yo, when you did this for me, I just make you feel special real quick. Do this, do that. Real quick. But it ain't nothing like, a man don't got to be all over you. Ooh, baby, I love you. That's bullshit, man. Real love is having a fucking understanding, man. And respecting the boundaries that's set right there, man. That's why we do this work. Because we had that love and understanding and appreciation for Yahawashi and Rawchaa, man. That's what it comes down to. If you can't have an understanding with a person you with, you ain't got shit, man. You know what I mean?
They try to say communication is key. Fuck that.
Exactly.
Comprehension.
Exactly.
I mean, we can communicate all day, but we ain't understanding each other.
Exactly.
What's the point?
Exactly.
At that point, we just talking because we got lips. At that point.
Exactly. I mean, that's why. Read that one more time.
Yep. It says, likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel.
Giving honor unto her as unto the weaker vessel. So how do you give honor unto her as being a weaker vessel? You equip her with the knowledge that she needs to help you out as that helpmate to continue that for that household to flourish, man. She's your helpmeet, man. But they don't look at it that way. Oh, you can't tell me you ain't my father? Bitch, your father ain't here. I'm your guardian. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. You always under the protection of a man, so I'm your guardian. Period. You may not like the certain terminology or whatever. That's your goddamn fault, man. You gotta be willing to accept that.
You know what proves that? When a woman is walking by herself in the street, a man's going to approach her.
Yep, exactly.
However, if a man is with that woman, you know what I'm saying, you walking with her up the street, more than likely he's not going to approach you.
Exactly.
Unless you're out there in Washington Heights. Them motherfuckers disrespectful, man.
Disrespectful to
Them Dominicans, I ain't going to just call them Simeons. They Dominicans, man. Dominicans. They don't give a fuck, man, because they probably strapped with that, what do you call that shit? The
machete.
Machetes, man.
Oh,
you know,
shit.
you know, if I may, about 10 years ago, they weren't my girls, so I was cool. You know what I'm saying? They was just friends of mine. And we was out there going to that Dominican festival and shit like that. So we was walking in the streets and shit, you know, so but a couple of my people and we with a couple of girls and the homies. You know what I'm saying? We was walking, you know what I'm saying? And here comes the Dominican, and okay. Trying to holler, you know what I'm saying? Trying to like grab her hand and everything. You know what I'm saying? And that goes to show like how of a degenerate our people have become. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I said for the most part, a man is not going to approach a woman that is with another man that's walking up the streets. You know?
All you gotta do for you women that's that watch quietly or learn, just be the helpmate that the man needs you to be. That's it. Because your goal is to get to the kingdom. You know, so be the helpmate. The scriptures tell you in Tobit, you know, if I may.
And real quick, or you get that, and that was another purpose of back in ancient Israel. We know, you know what I mean. Nowadays it'd be too much of a headache to even try to do some shit like that. But to have multiple wives, what to further the household, man. And the man was there to give the knowledge down. You know what I'm saying? The pastor, all right, this is how we gonna run the household. And we're going to make this first for all of us so we can all benefit, man. You know what I'm saying? To make everything thrive, man. Period. But they don't get that shit.
Another thing, too, if you're, you know, for the women out there, this is Jim, take it and run with it. You know, you're never supposed to argue what you got. You're never supposed to argue what you do. Right. Even if you're coming at a discourse and a disagreement, you're supposed to humble down. You know, because when you keep igniting the fire, he going to end up burning you. And that's with words. Women get hurt with words. You push this man into a corner because you got this this strong neck like a man, and you want to go toe to toe. Now when he say something that's going to devastate you, all of a sudden now when he forget about it and things supposed to be cool, you're going to come back and go, you really feel that way about me? It's like, why you asking about that? Come on, man. You still thinking about that? Because women don't know how to just simmer down and chill. Oh, this is just some righteous, my humble advice, like Paul said, for women, what you do, man. You supposed to humble the fuck down. You never, that's not ladylike to be arguing with your husband, man. You know?
And then to retaliate, they'll lie.
Yeah.
They try to hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They'll lie to you, try to hurt your feelings, man.
Man, I don't know what's going on. This is Tobit, chapter 8, verse 6. Thou madest Adam and gavest him Eve, his wife, for an helper and stay. Of them came mankind. Thou hast said, it is not good that man should be alone. Let us make unto him an aid like unto himself. So a woman is an aid. Yeah, you have a job and you need to play that role as a woman as an aid. Right now, also too, Paul even said it be as though you ain't have no wife. Because sometimes brothers don't got time. Brothers can't be in. Man, brothers, a lot of brothers, they ain't gonna be in that spirit of that family thing all the time. They might get a spirit of it, want to go out, let's go some, you know what I'm saying? But that's rare. If a brother's bitter, going through hell, he gotta work, whatever what he's going through, He got to support his children or whatever he's going through. He's going to be what? As long as he's serving Yahawah BaHaSham Yahawashi, man. He's putting his foot forward, man, to worship Yahawah BaHaSham Yahawashi. You know?
That's why the scripture said, dwell with her according to knowledge. Because the knowledge will teach you that the Lord comes first. Because your woman will have you in and out of a Catholic church. And now you're going off for committing a sin that's going to put you onto death. Exactly. So you got to, according to knowledge, you got to know, like the scripture that says, that the unbelieving wife, you know, you could dwell with her because she could be sanctified by you. But there's a fine line with that. If she's going to be a stumbling block onto you, you got to cut her off.
Yeah, or if you're bringing pressure to this man. Now this man, every time he see your phone call, he's dreading. That's bad. That's bad because you're on the verge of getting cut off. Because if he's seeing your call, man, then when he pick up, hello, what's going on now? See, that's that hands and spans. That's that demon in that woman. Because most men in the world, what they do is, hey baby, you know, and try not to raise his voice because he don't want her to start roaring. Because he don't have the energy to start dealing with that type of spirit. So now he compromises and he's submissive unto his woman. But we as men, so now here it is, you dreading to pick up the phone. Then when they call you, yeah, hello, they can hear it in your tone. Something wrong with you? Something wrong with you? It's like, you always like this and that. Next thing you know, they go to argument. That's what you didn't even want to get into. You know what I'm saying? So that, you don't want to be dreadful into your man. You know? You don't want to put pressure on this man. This man, we got enough pressure in the world.
Hey, I got something real quick. It's a few verses. This is Rawchaa, chapter 25, verse 15. And there is no head above the head of a serpent, and there is no wrath above the wrath of an enemy. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
And why? Why? Because really, with a lion, and you know how the lions move, if you keep your space and don't interfere in their space, they won't bother you. This was certain trainers of the lions, and they know this. They see them growl in a certain act, so wait, you let them be in that space. Or they'll tell somebody that's coming in the cage with them, look, you can't touch them right now. They could read the lion spirit. As long as you stay in your space, they're going to stay in their space. You know what I'm saying? They don't just fuck with you for no reason unless they're hungry. You know?
Yeah. It says, the wickedness of a woman changeth her face, and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth.
That's that face looking at you like a nigga. And you like, yo.
3 lines.
Yeah. I look direct like, yo, looking at you, dancing in your eyes. Yeah. Like, what, nigga? What you gonna do though? And then when you lose your mind, lose your mind, you might snap a little bit because your reactions, and you just mush her or something. Yeah. Then she turn around and smile. Yo, you gotta run. You gotta run. You gotta run away, man. She smiled. Yeah. You gotta run. That's like, if you don't, man.
Man, that's like a spiritual power, if I will, like this guy, like from Satan, a spiritual power from Satan, because it's straight up how Adam fell. He had to go through Eve because he knows that, you know, a woman is a man's glory, so had to go through the weaker vessel. It's the same way now, especially for brothers in the truth. If Satan can't get you this way or the other, he's gonna use your woman because, you know, you have like a soft spot for her.
Yeah, you know what it is?
Yeah. Like a chink in the armor.
Yeah. You could be chilling by yourself at peace, saying like, I want to fuck with him. But there's no way I could fuck with him right now.
Right.
You know, he gonna hop on that woman who you dealing with. You know, she gonna call you. What you doing? Can I come over? Then all of a sudden, she could be drunk. Come over drunk. Fucking up your peace. Now you're agitated. And then an argument stirs up. And then now Satan got you frustrated, laughing in the corner. You know what I'm saying? He loves to hop on that profession, man.
You know, because he got to do his job some way. Yeah. You know, Satan's job is to scare you up. Yeah. You know, make you, confused, and so that you will sin against the law, against the Most High. You know?
Now police gets involved.
Now you're in trouble. Now, how about you know, get me out of here? Yeah. Make away from being scared.
That's why the scripture talk about not giving your sex to women and shit like that, man. Like, just in general. That's why something I learned, like, yo, as far as like you getting into like disputes and things like that, as long as you know where the fuck you at and you know that this bitch is retarded, that's all you need to know. Yeah. So from there, you gotta watch her moves and know how Satan is using her to try to get to you. So that keeps you calm. You know what I'm saying? Because I do everything within my power. You're not going to get to me. Now, we are, especially like, well, if you're in the same household, you're going to be affected to a degree because it's the vibrations, the energy, the frequency when you're in the house. But you don't want it to get to you to the point where, you know what I mean, you lashing out or you doing something wrong or you got to raise your voice. You want to preserve your energy so you know how to move forward, man. That's the whole purpose of it. Yeah, think clearly and shit, man. That's why the scriptures say, what is it, Proverbs 3:25? Be not afraid of sudden fear. You know what I'm saying? And with a woman, shit happens sudden. Like 1 minute y'all fool, the next minute, shit just like turn snap just like that. You know what I'm saying? That sudden, it just hits in a sudden in an instant. So you gotta know how to try to keep this. It's hard as fuck. You're never gonna be perfect at it, but you constantly work at that so you get better at it and knowing yourself and knowing how other people are trying to get you riled up, man. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying?
That's why whoever cares most loses. You know what I'm saying? It's the truth, man. If you don't care, you're not gonna lash out like that. You know what I'm saying? Or if you care a little bit, you're gonna lash out just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just what it is. If you don't care about the feds busting in your door at 3 o'clock in the morning, they don't have power over you. Simple. Like, it's all about that care.
And that's why they take advantage of that. The moment that they know you care a lot, they take advantage of that. Hey, Boogie said that for his mother, so he said, never tell them you love them, because after you tell them you love them, they're going to make you feel like you bugging. You know what I'm saying? Because you put in all your energy into her, and now she knows, she's like, gotcha, nigga. Now she's going to use and abuse that shit. You know what I'm saying? And got you feeling stupid because she got 10 other niggas that's on her too. Now she want that attention from them. She knows she got you, so it's not appealing to her no more.
Yeah. Hey, I say this too. Hey, women that are listening, they'll take note. If you're a woman, you should learn, you should want to, it should be in your spirit to come up when you go out. Take less off the attention from these men, because women get hit on every day. Like Chris Rock said in one of his stand-up. He said, when a dude hold the door for you, he's throwing dick at you. When a dude say hello, he's throwing dick at you. Like, and that's true. You know, or how you doing? Oh, you look good today. That's dick throwing at you. These dudes, and then on top of it, you really, men, you know the man's nature. Oh, what's that over there? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? But these niggas are wild. If he tell you she say she got a man, the nigga be, yo, what your man gotta do with me? You know what I'm saying?
Can I be a friend?
Yeah, but for women that you sincerely listening and watching, learn how to cover up when you go out. So, hey, if the Lord give you a man, you'll be ready. That's how it was in the ancient world, man. The women were groomed by their mothers, by the women, onto how to be that wife unto the man. So if you come in with that already, you know what I'm saying, and you know how to conduct yourself. Hey, scriptures talk about that.
I got it actually. I got 1 Timothy 2:9. In like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair or gold or pearls or costly array, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works.
Right, so these women that's out here, they getting their hair done, they getting these big old braids and all that, that's off, man, because you're drawing attention to you. If you got a man, if you ain't got a man, all right, because you're trying to attract a man. But if you got a husband and you got a man in the house, why are you out there showing, presenting yourself like you're free? Or like you're advertising yourself on the shelf as if like, buy me. Because now you got your cleavage out, you got your hair done, and what niggas doing? Oh, hello, what's that? How you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? And you got a whole dude in the house.
I got a scripture too. This is 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 1. It says, likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives. While they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear, whose adorning, here's the point, here's adorning, let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair and of wearing of gold or of putting on of apparel. Right. But let it be the hidden man of the heart, in that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of the Lord of the Most High of great price. Yeah. You know? Hey, that's that meek. Hey, it's telling you a scripture going along exactly what you said. You shouldn't take favor and glory into the outward appearance, which is what women do. You should be really tending to your inward spirit, that quiet, that spirit of meek and humbleness. Hey, like you said, women will snap at you and do things like that. But I think we established it in the scriptures where it said in the curses, the tender and delicate woman who wouldn't therefore set her foot. Really, and you read Ecclesiastes, the 5th chapter, and it says, keep thy foot. Your foot means your mouth. You know what I mean? Like you should have that meek and humble spirit and not be so quick, be tender-footed, Yeah,
I got it. This is Sirach chapter 26 and 14. Start at 13. It says, the grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will flatten his bones. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth. Let me read it better. It says, the silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much wrath as a mind well instructed. A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace.
That's why Esau took the fathers out the house, man. That's a big thing right there, man, because their minds are supposed to be well instructed, man. All right, they're supposed to know what's wrong, what's right, how to dress and stuff like that. But when you got your moms working all the damn day, not even home, okay, and you left to yourself, and the scriptures even say that, man. An idle servant left to himself is no good. Broken down for you. So now when you left to yourself, man, now you out here to be home with all these different type of men, sneaking men in the house, okay, and so forth, man. So Esau did that by design, man. Esau's a piece of shit, man.
And if you go through all the precepts of a woman that's favorable to the Lord, it's things like that, silent, quiet, obedient. But turning the things upside down, Esau has made it so that these women look at it like it's a weakness when they're in subjection. If you're signing that, you are weak, The way that you're a tough, strong woman is when you talk shit, when you're independent. They're caught up in a trick bag.
Yeah, the fucking the Cardi B's, man.
Yeah.
That's the way to be. Yeah, loud. Yeah, that's the idol. Loud, rowdy, getting your own money, doing your own thing. That's the standard for the women, man.
What's up with that new lady, the new chick she throw out sex all the time? You know what I'm talking about? The woman, it's a new chick. She's like trying to be up there with Cardi B, and she always talking. I think she's from Cali or something, and she always singing like she's always talking sex every time she I forgot her name, but I finished it. It says, a shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her continent mind cannot be valued.
Double grace.
Yeah.
I got something. This is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 26. Verse 9, it says, the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. And that's going in with the what the brother was just saying about Esau turning the pot upside down. Instead of how a woman is supposed to be as described in the scriptures, he makes it so that he gives her liberty. And that through her own liberty, she destroys herself, man. She destroys households and families with her, man.
Proverbs chapter 31, verse 30. Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain. But a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised.
Read that again now.
It says, favor is deceitful and beauty is vain.
Hey, these women, beauty is vain, man. It's fake. They fake nails, fake hair, paint on their face, fake boobs, fake butts. It's vain, man. The beauty of a woman today is vain, man. And even back then it was vain because it's about what's in the inward part of that woman, man. How if she set her foot down for delicacy, man. A real woman is soft-spoken, soft-skinned. You just could tell, like, this woman, she's just a pillar, a pillar of rest. It's a comfort. These women ain't like that. And the Most High did that because we were being wicked, man. But right now, we're in a time of mercy, man. So let alone the men of the Lord are waking up, there's going to be women that's going to wake up. And these are the things, if you claim that you believe, well, these are the things you should be paying yourself in because you got to hold your cross too. You gotta endure all the way to the end. Ain't no women just gonna sit here and play both sides of the world. I wanna go to the club, shake my ass. And then next thing you know, because you got these posters on Facebook. Somebody was showing me Instagram and shit. Here it is. On the media, they got the Hebrew writing, got the hair wrap, but then she got cleavage and a whole titty. Like, yo, that's not in the truth. You know, how do you possibly think that you're gonna sit here and be provocative and entice men and then be holy at the same time with your head covered, talking about some Kwam Yashala, man? That shit is crazy, man. Hey, that media, social media is showing all of y'all wickedness, man. It's crazy, man.
Psychological analysis.
And who committed adultery, lack of understanding. So she's committing adultery. She's being a stumbling block onto every brother that saw her picture. So the dust just keeps going.
And then you look at the comment board. Oh my God, you losing thirst, man. Yo, how you doing, sister? Keep up the work, man. Dude, look. Yo, I love your pictures. Keep hitting. The day that she'll put a post that means, a good post that means something. And you're like, I like your post. Next thing you know, the same dude that keep commenting to you, you're gonna find him in your DM. How you doing? You trade numbers. You seem like a good sister.
Yo, the problem is Jake be forgetting that they the prize.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jake forget that they the prize. That's why they look, man. It's cool to holler at a woman. It's cool. It's about how you go about hollering at that woman. Holler at that woman and put yourself in a fashion as she need to be with you. You know what I'm saying? She need to be with you, or she missing out if she don't get with your program. It's a matter. It's a certain way to deal with these women, man. You don't want to put these women on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying? To capture their attention, or to lay up with them. We're the prize. Yeah, you got to come opposite of what you think you're going to come.
Ruling class mentality.
Exactly.
Didn't the scriptures say a man shall be a covert? So the men, we're the prizes, man. They not the prize. Don't care how she look, how good she look. We're going to have thousands, like Solomon in the kingdom, man. Or whatever number it is. And then, like you said, virgins, so then you will be the only man that slept with these women, man. And they will be your possession, man. Don't care what this woman look like in Babylon, man. What the hell with her looks? I'm worried about what she look like, man. Bitch is a hoe. She's a whore, man.
And then too, one thing I hate, like how you said, like, women get hollered at, all day long. That suits women's heads up. And I hate that because, bitch, it's not about you. It's just like how the brother said with Chris Rock, like, you know what I'm saying, throwing a dick at you. Niggas don't care, they just want to fuck. It doesn't matter, so it's not about you. But you could be ugly as shit and have 10 niggas holler at you. They just want to hit. It's not about you, man.
The verse the brother just read, favor is deceitful.
Yeah, it's not about you, man. You ain't all that, period.
Got so much right quick. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 22. As a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion. See that, man? It says, as a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion. See that? So, hey, man, the swine's snout, that's disgusting as hell, man. You know? Yeah, so, hey, man, to get that, it's like disgusting to get that, man. You know, and that's how a woman is without discretion, man. A woman that's a slut in the eyes of the Lord and in the eyes of his men. Now, to these two-third ass niggas, man, you might be something. But guess what? Two-third ass nigga is here, was born in vain, man. So what the hell does it matter what he think, man? Actually, really about what we think, man, because we're not the ones born in vain, man.
Hey, real quick, right? I got, for the sake of the camera and everything, I got the definition of discretion. It says the quality of behaving or speaking in such a way as to avoid causing offense or revealing private information. The freedom to decide what should be done in a particular situation.
And the woman don't carry herself in that kind of way at all, man. You know, she does according to her own will, right? Why? Because she has the license to do so, man. You know, they have that saying here, man, about putting lipstick on the pig, man. You can't put lipstick on the pig, there. You know, same thing like that's just saying, man. A fair jewel on the snout of a swine, roughly paraphrasing, you know. See, like I said though, man, we got to be privy to these things, man. You know, like ultimately saying, like the saying, we're the prize, man. You know, like these women right now, they're just you know, little stops in the road, man. While as we go on our journey, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's our journey, man. You know, because at the end of the day, man, we don't even know. Like I say, these women are going to be delivered by us anyway, any damn way.
Hey, right. That's glad you said that. Because also too, the fulfillment of these women coming in is going to be Isaiah 4:1, and that ain't happened yet. You know,
and just what you were saying too, man. You may have a woman at a particular time in your life that you're going through, provide for you a service.
Exactly.
You know, whether it be sexual or helping you out as far as keeping you going. And the Lord put that woman in your path, man. You know, and the Lord can get rid of that woman, man. Right. It's not about the woman or what the fuck she done. Get the fuck the woman. The Lord ain't dealing with you, right. Okay? What the fuck you done for this man or whatever else, man. The Lord is dealing with that man. The Lord put you in His life to fulfill His will for him to get by, man. That's it, man. She done. She's done. Like I said, as long as the Lord, you going ahead and you going aside the other way, man. Like I said, the Lord ain't dealing with you. He's done. That's it.
And even in that, even when their time is up, they want to try to create a long distance relationship.
Yeah. Like, that ain't happening.
Come on.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so now I got to take flights.
Yeah.
To have some pussy that already done had every which way possible I wanted to have. No, man, the time is up.
Yeah.
The time is up.
Yeah. You know? Just little stop gaps in the way, man, on our path, man. This is our walk, man, that brothers go through, man. Like I said, though, you women think you got some, because you got a whiff of the truth, man. It don't mean anything, man. Right. It don't mean anything, especially if you got demons on you. Yeah, exactly. I said, you think the Lord is still dealing with you? You said if you trying to deal with this particular man unjustly, though, you think the Lord is still dealing with you?
Right.
Like that's how warped a woman's mind is, man. Right. It's not about you. It's about the man. Right. It's about the man and his walk, man. Mm-hmm. And whatever purpose you served at that point in time, that was it, man. That's it. Mm-hmm. That's it, though. The Lord ain't gonna give you another man of the Lord.
Right.
You know,
exactly.
You got one. That's it, though. The golden ticket. You got one golden ticket. That's it. You don't get another golden ticket, man. Come on.
And hey, if you know the Lord's name, man, hey, that His name is a curse unto you. You try and call unto Him, man. You know, you stepped out on the man of the Lord. Now you think you're still calling the Lord's name like it's like shit is sweet. Mm-hmm. Hey, King David said, "Let Satan sit on your right hand, man." Mm-hmm. All right. So that's how it's gonna be for you, man. You gonna be done, man. I left the man of the Lord. Yeah, real quick. Proverbs 21:9, because this is the opposite of a woman that has a discretion, man. It says, it is better to dwell in the corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house. See that? Why? Because she's going to bring nothing but hell onto you. All right, she's going to bring the cops involved, man. She's going to try and get into a fist fight with you. Okay, and she's going to hurt. She's going to hurt more than she can help, man. All right, that's why it's better to just cut her off.
Because that type of woman, she troubles your soul. Yeah. And the Lord said this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse 6. It says, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you, man. You know? So anyone that troubles our soul, the Most High is going to cut you off, man. You know, you're troubling that man's spirit, man. But I got a precept here. This is, I'm going to read this, brother was going into. This is 1 Esdras chapter 4 and 18. It says, yea. Yeah, it says, yea, if a man have gathered together gold and silver and any other goodly thing, do they not love a woman which is comely in favor and beauty? And letting all those things go, do they not gape? And even with open mouth, fix their eyes fast on her? And have not all men more desire unto her than unto silver or gold or any goodly thing whatsoever? A man leaveth his own father and brought him up in his own country and cleaveth unto his wife.
So, who you grew up your whole life with, that's all you know. You willing to depart with them for this woman that you just met, you know what I mean, out of nowhere, right, and kicked her for a while, and you want to go to the opposite end of the country just for her. That's deep right there. It's your family, your house, your permanent, that's all you've ever known. But you willing to just pack up with this one woman and go to the opposite side of the world just for her. That's deep right there, man.
That's deep.
That's love for this goddamn self. That woman don't even realize that man have for you, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't appreciate that shit, man. And then what? Dealing with these weddings and shit. The weddings be all for the goddamn woman. It don't even be about, nobody give a damn about the man when it comes to the wedding. It's all about the woman. So all of this shit, and then you gotta keep on doing shit, the so-called pleasing wife. No. Well, where does the man question come in at? But they say, happy wife, happy life, ha ha. Man, fuck out of here, man. So I'm supposed to sacrifice everything within me to please her? No, it's the opposite. But that's how Esau wants you to think. You know what I'm saying?
Shortchange yourself, king.
Word.
That's why this is a damn queendom, man.
I got a quick precept. Isaiah 13 and 11. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. And will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
Hey, because what? Dealing with these women, the pedestal that Esau had set them up on.
Ooh.
Yeah, I said that entitlement.
I got the definition of sense of entitlement. Sense of entitlement. A sense of entitlement is defined as an unrealistic, unmerited, or inappropriate expectation of favorable living.
Bring it back one more again. Slow it down. Just take one word at a time. One word at a time. Let's sizzle these bitches real quick. Bring it back.
A sense of entitlement is defined as an unrealistic, unmerited.
So you ain't deserve it.
You don't deserve that
You
shit.
ain't doing shit to deserve it.
Wow.
Like I always quote, Martin Lawrence said in one of his stand-up comedians, he said, so I come into this marriage with $40 million in the mansion, and you come in with a bag. If we separate, you think you deserve some of that $40 million?
Right.
Nah. The pedestal that you're on is unmerited. You ain't doing shit to deserve it.
Right.
Period.
Real quick, right? I came across this post. It said most people just want to be in the result and not in the process. It's in the process where you realize you deserve to be in the result.
God damn. Say that shit is sick to me. That shit is bad right there. God damn.
Nah, this was on like Facebook or something.
That she wasn't with me shooting at the gym.
Word up.
That was when.
Word. That's why I said what?
When Kobe's wife was trying to take all his shit, and she didn't put in the work. She didn't do all that hard work.
Hey, that's why. Yeah, that's why it's like, yo, it's like you put in the process. Why dudes say, oh yeah, I'm only fucking with my day ones.
Right.
Dudes that was with you in the process through the struggle. So that's how it is with the Most High. The Most High want his day ones, that ones that's with him through the process, through the struggle of it, man. Because that shows the real love and the real understanding there,
First
man.
fruits.
He said, if you suffer with me, you shall reign with me.
Word.
Yahawashi also said,
Shooting in the gym.
he said, no further love than a man had than that he laid down his life for his brother.
And we doing that daily. We doing that when we come out here in our highways and byways. You know what I'm saying? Putting our lives on the line. Putting up them videos up on YouTube, knowing that we're a target every single day. You know what I'm saying? What was it? One of the brothers was it Cali? I mean, a couple years ago, the agent tried to come and shank him up and all that shit at the job and shit. So what? Our lives is on the line, man. You know what I'm saying?
True shepherd gives his life for the sheep.
Yeah. There was more on that?
Oh, this definition, yeah. A sense of entitlement, which is what a lot of these women suffer from. A sense of entitlement is defined as unrealistic, unmerited, or inappropriate expectation of favorable living conditions and favorable treatment at the hands of others. This is what America put in their head, that they're supposed to get a fucking $10,000 ring. They're on a pedestal. What can you do for them?
Yeah. All because they got some good snapback, right? You know what I'm saying? Get out of here.
And the majority of that be mediocre.
Hey, but everybody didn't have it.
Yeah.
You lost value. You lost value once you laid down with that second dude, man.
Dow has dropped.
Yeah, right. That's why what going into what Exodus 22 and 16 and all that. You know what I'm saying? They're dealing with the dowry and different stuff like that. You know, the father was supposed to receive something for that because, like, yo, she holds down the household and shit like that. She was an aide. You know what I'm saying? So I need that. She was valuable. But now, women don't carry all of those that same spirit of doing things how they used to within today's time. It's just, don't I look good? Look at my fat ass. Yeah. I'll bust it open for you. Fuck out of here, man. I need some help me, bitch. Don't you know what that mean?
And none of these women, they don't know how to cook too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to take care of children. They don't know how to take care of their own. They give them some damn, they think she's watching their kids and shit. You go pick your kids up from a house. You're like, yo, what y'all eat? Bread. That's it? Yo, hold up, yo. Yo, what the like, you don't even know how to get out of here, man.
She do cook, she'll know how to cook and balance.
Yeah.
I mean, she might give your ass diabetes or something. You know, too much of something, too much salt, too much seasoning. You know, they don't even know how to cook with health care, man. You know, they don't know how to cook with love.
Yeah, with love, man. That's another thing, man. I cook with love, man. You know, that woman just cook just to get by, man. And, you know, yeah, man, brothers work hard, man. We need a meal, man. Not just some dried out chicken cutlets and whatever else you want to hash together with it, man. You know, you gotta cook with it. And you can tell, we can tell when something's cooked with love. Yeah. We can tell when it's cooked with love, man.
No, and when you would marry a woman, she would come with some substance. It was like to join certain kingdoms together.
Exactly.
Now, so at least that woman came with a kingdom or some shit. Now what the fuck you bring? Now but fucking headaches.
Also, too, when the father received the diary, the money he could go out and purchase another servant, replace her, and train him on how he like things.
And that's why it was a dowry, because the woman provided that service. Like, you know what I'm saying? She cleaned the house. You know what I'm saying? She looked after the younger siblings and stuff like that.
And so now, if this young woman, you know what I'm saying, was out there out and about, some, other young man just, grabbed her, raped her in a sense, just took her by force, according to ancient Psalms or whatever. And now, if being presented to the father and now knowing that she was popped already, now the father, if he don't accept that man as being his son-in-law and him having his daughter, now her value done dropped. Right. You can't get the same price for her no more. Right. You know what I'm saying? As far as that dowry price, man. Because she's tainted.
There's movies on that. Yeah. There's movies on that I've seen. I can't think of the name of the movie, but I remember everything you said was just like how it played out. His daughter got popped, and then the father didn't allow her to be with him for whatever reason. And then down the line, there was some guys that was coming into the city, and he looked it on the woman, and he looked it on one of her sisters, but he was being wicked. He was trying to push this one off because she was already popped. But then he found out, like, yo, this woman is I forgot what movie that was. He said she was used already. I don't want her. But he was trying to push off. It's like that was
that shows you what a man wants a virgin. And you know what? And I didn't even recognize it when I was younger. I just knew like yo, I just want, you know what I'm saying, the woman that I'm with, that I had her and nobody else had her. This is before I'm even a teenager quite, you know what I'm saying, or 11, 12, just thinking that shit and knowing, but that's the spirit of the Lord, because that's how we want this shit. You don't want it to be somebody else done took down and gave you the leftovers. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't want this goddamn TV dinner. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that shit. You're a used up cotton swab, man.
Here it is. You with this woman, and next thing you know, you running into all her exes, man. You going to supermarkets with it, how you doing, Shanti? What's up, though? And you know by his persona, you be like, yo, who that? Who that, yo? Oh, that's an ex. Yo, I'm out here, man. Like, old, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's an old friend? And I'm like, yeah, all right, because he be like, yo, what up, Sean? How you doing? Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing? How you been? Like, you know how you see it?
How your mom doing?
Yeah, because the nigga that's talking to her inside, and then, he may say what's up, but inside, he feeling good about himself, like, yeah, nigga, I had no. Nobody wants to have that said about that, man.
He think he's smooth. He'll be like, hey, bro, you got a good one, yo.
And then you got to stand there and play pool while this nigga play you out like that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to deal with that. That's why, for instance, rappers, they don't want to wipe up a chick that's been all through the industry, because they like, yo, I don't know who you been with. So it's like, if I take you, I'm gonna be looking like the clown. You know what I'm saying?
Look at Kim Kardashian.
Unless you Kanye. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So like, he threatened everybody that talks about Kim.
Yeah, so like, women don't even know the value that they hold if they would hold themselves at a higher level of self-esteem, man, and not treating they box like how the brother said, like a trash can, man. You know?
Nigga Ray J made the song, I hit it first. He didn't really hit it first.
He's a popular, he's just a celebrity that
She used him to get notoriety.
Oh, yeah, that was definitely a
leaked the sex tape.
That was marketing.
Yeah, that's how she got on. But I'll finish up. This is verse 20. A man leaveth his own father that brought him up in his own country, and cleaveth unto his wife. He sticketh not to spend his life with his wife, and remembereth neither father, nor mother, nor country. By this also ye must know that the woman hath dominion over you. Do ye not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman? Yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and steal, to sell upon the sea and upon rivers, and looketh upon the lion and goeth in the darkness. And when he hath stolen, spoiled, and robbed, and bringeth it to his love.
Hey, that's dead precedence. That's dead precedence. Yeah. That scripture is dead precedence. Read, go back a couple of verses.
Verse 22. By this also ye must know that the woman hath dominion over you. Do ye not labor and toil, and give and bring to all the woman? Yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal, to sell upon the sea and upon the rivers.
Yeah, because he wanted to take out that truck, man. That armor truck. You know, they mapped out the routine. They know how many guards was in that truck. They knew the time it was coming. All because this woman was giving him hell about beating the baby. And his pride and his ego was hurt because Lucky was taking care of his business. You know? So he ain't like that feeling. He felt demasculated. You know?
Woman had dominion over him. It says, and looketh upon the lion and goeth in the darkness. And when he hath stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love. Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother. Yea, many there be that have ran out of their wits for a woman and became servants for their sakes. It's crazy. And I see why the Lord even said, you know, in this day a woman shall surpass a man. Because that's exactly what men are. Men are servants to these women today. That's crazy.
That's why you got a lot of niggas in jail too.
Yeah.
Even Tupac says that. Jealous niggas and broke bitches equals packed jail, man.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah.
So they go crazy over these damn busted ass women, man.
Hey, you got some of these guys, celebrities, like athletes, they'll marry a nobody and all of a sudden have kids by, and then 2 years later, she divorced them and got half of your shit. Everything that you work for now, if you went to the NBA, that means you worked hard when you was in elementary school, high school, college, like all that dedication, you sacrificed. You was in the gym more, you was going to the gym at night, all that to get to the NBA or the NFL, marry a nobody, and then 2 years later she got half your shit. It's crazy.
Yeah, basketball-wise, they made a show out of these bitches. They made a show out of these bitches because I can almost guarantee, that these women aren't with those same men. They got their own show, their own platform off of somebody that they dealt with for a couple of years. And now here it is, you got that residual income when they show that show on TV. This just happened to
This just happened to Joke. He was talking about Carmelo Anthony. Yeah. Yeah, you hear the story about Lala. That fit as an example too.
Yeah.
Hey, even the chick, Tammy. What's the player?
Was it Antoine Walker?
No. But anyway, he's been washed up, man. That dude been out of the league over 10 years ago, man. And she's still relevant right now, man. You know, she's still relevant right now, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, she could probably help him out. You know, and a woman can pass a man. You see?
Got a quick precept. Proverbs 12:4. A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband, but she that maketh ashamed is as rottenness in his bones.
Yeah, rottenness in his bones. Because there it is. He's sobbing. He's sighing and crying. You know, every time because he's dealing with you. That's why you get them old relationships. And I don't want to hear your shit, Mary. Motherfucker. You know, that's him rotting up his bones, man. Make you older than what you are, man.
And when you deal with those old relationships, though, there's a lot of women that have only on that, man. Because they may have six kids, though. And guess what? One of the kids don't even look like him, man. And he know it. You know, he know it. And a lot of times it be a secret, or he may know it. He feel it in the spirit that it's not his kid. And I got situations like that in my own family, man. You know, where you got one is treated differently from all the other ones. Okay, because you know that this one she was going through some shit. They was going through some shit at that point in time. You know, hey, this nigga now, he grown up. He grown. He's a teenager now. You know, he's a little different from all the other kids, man. And that's not his son. You know.
got something real quick, man. It's the Cardi B scripture right here. So, Rawchaa chapter 22, verse 5. She that is bold dishonoreth both her father and her husband, but they shall both despise her. See, she's all about that bold wave, man. You know, it's all going into not having discretion, okay, challenging your man, being a fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin, you know, at the clubs and at the bar. All right, when you go out, now you gotta fight for this home, okay? And now she's calling your phone to come fight for this home, man. All right, a bold woman is you're supposed to be shamefaced, man. You're supposed to have your head down. You're supposed to be humble. All right, but instead these women want to be bold here, man. All right, fucking brawlers, man, and she's a woman. All right.
That's why I like Future, man. I like Future as opposed to Offset. Future's, hey, when Offset cheated, he had to beg. You know, he had to go to her show, her concert, and beg for her forgiveness. Future said, if you ever catch me cheating, I'll never say I'm sorry. I'm saying because it's his right. You know, as long as he's not dealing with another woman that has a man, it's okay. You know? Of course, society didn't put him down. You know, you got certain women that shit on him, but they praise that, Russell Wilson? They praise Russell Wilson because he pretty much puts her on a pedestal, and that's something Future never did. You know, but here it is. He had testicular fortitude, man. He knew his place as a man. You know, I give him a lot more credit than Offset. You know, as according to Eastern thinking. You know, that's that whole westernized way of thinking when you put this woman on a pedestal. You know, that's that Queen of Heaven worship. You know,
She's gonna be married now, right? They're married, right? Sierra and
I believe they are.
Larry?
Yeah.
He's done, man. They laid up in that whole Instagram post.
Russell Wilson
She got
got
man.
that. Russell Wilson got that big ass contract.
That contract, yeah. He winning, she winning too, man. You know, this is why you get caught up in Esau's marriage. You know, like I said, when the scriptures say that sex constitutes marriage, man. You know, but when you get caught up in Esau's his way of calling himself marriage through his court system, you know, with documents, you see, you jakes get caught up out there, man.
Got a little bit more on this. Sirach 25. It says, her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he hear it, he shall sigh bitterly. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. As the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man.
You try to be quiet. You try to be quiet because you don't want to release the rage and the anger in you, but they just keep jabbing. Keep gabbing. Like you said, they take it that as weakness. And then when you rob, you know what I'm saying, and all of a sudden you still wrong because why you say that to me? Fuck out of here, man.
That's that event right there, man. So you smack the taste out of my mouth, man. This you finally want to go sit down.
Hey, it says, let a sinner, what it say?
Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
Yeah, because the other scriptures say a wicked woman is given to a wicked man.
Right.
So once she out of the house, she's going to meet the wicked guy.
That's why you can go to the supermarket, man. You can see, hey, you might see a couple just have it out in there, man. A wicked nigga, man, fucking boots lean to the side and shit. You know, grimy cat. You know, and the bigger woman. You know, they going back and forth, man, in public, man. You know, they driving each other up the fucking wall, man. You know, that's his portion right there, man.
It says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. A woman, if she maintaineth her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. A wicked woman abateth the courage.
Right, so that scripture also lets the men of the Lord know that, look, you don't want your woman to be doing a little bit too much. You got to be doing something and holding it down, because if she's holding you down, it's like she's going to have anger, you know?
And that sentiment permeates out in public, man, because you have women that'll look at you sideways. I don't know you from a can of paint. You're looking at me sideways and think you're going to be ruled over me like you ruled over your man at home. Because that's how it is, man. They rule over their man at home because she may make more money. Right. You know, and a lot of women do make more money than a man. You know what I'm saying? And hold her down. You know what I'm saying? But that whole sentiment permeates out in public, man. So when you encounter them in public, you see that pride and that, you know?
Yo, quick testimony. I took my Eve out one time to dinner one time, right? And we had this nigga woman waitress serving us. And when it come for the check to come, she automatically walked and handed the check over to my woman. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know, and when you say that, I can imagine she probably takes care of her man at home and thinks that all niggas are like that or whatever.
Exactly.
Really, you could have put it in the middle if you wasn't sure, or if you had some sense, you would have, you know, handed it to me, man. You know, the man. You know? Yeah, but she probably experiences that at home, and like you said, it permeates out in society.
Hey, and she's probably witnessed that with her job.
Yeah.
Where you have the woman paying payment, you know?
That's how it be though. Because you know what it is? It's probably because you ain't got the shape up. But depending on what you was wearing, you ain't got the shape up. She probably looked and was like, oh, he ain't got no.
Yeah.
You know?
You know she was talking.
Yeah.
I was like, man,
He got
listen.
that scruffy ass beard. He ain't got no.
It says, making a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress, maketh weak hands and feeble knees. Of the women came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad.
Hey, real quick, you don't want to deal with a woman that got weak hands and feeble knees, man. You know, a woman that if you're going through something, man, she can't be there to comfort you, man. She's supposed that's part of her being a helpmate, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't want no dealings with a woman like that, man. You got a woman that's like that, man, you gotta get rid of her, man. She gotta go.
Real quick, precepts for that. That's all. Sirach 4:3. Add no more trouble to an heart that is vexed, and defer not to give to him that is in need. That's exactly what these women do.
Yeah, because essentially, I mean, you at work and shit, and you out there toiling, you out there hustling and things like that. You should you should have the spirit to. You can't wait to go home because you know there's peace there, there's rest there. You know what I'm saying? You got food being ready for you. She could give you a back massage. That's a plus. You know what I'm saying? Or she holds good conversation. You know? You want to be able to bounce some ideas off at night. You know what I'm saying? Not talking to a brick wall. You know what I'm saying? Like it should be peace there. You shouldn't have the urge to want to go to a bar, you know what I'm saying, after work before you have to go home, because that's where a lot of guys find their stress reliever. You know, going to a bar.
Happy hour.
Exactly. Happy hour.
Before you go home, you gotta get intoxicated.
Exactly. Hours of what? 4 shit.
That's why you got the old TV shows like Cheers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It was an old biblical motherfucker going to the bar. You know what I mean? Like,
That stems off that philosophy, happy wife, happy life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you feel like I gotta suppress myself so this bitch can be happy. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile,
Me to be happy.
right. Exactly.
I see it on my job though, man. I see guys there, man, an hour plus before the job starts, man. What are you doing, man? And then it's still there afterwards. Something's going on, man. What the hell's going on, man? You know, go home. Stay home. Go home, stay home, man. We there, man. You know, you still there. I need you to
And that goes real quick. That goes into marrying the bitch too, man. If you're in the truth, I mean, you know, brothers got married before they came to the truth, but if you're in the truth and the bitch want to get married, man, you better just get used. Hey, you might as well just you know what I'm saying, have her leave you, man, because don't get fucking married, man. That's when shit goes downhill, man.
Yeah,
shit in the last few times.
You tell them I'll never marry you. That destroy their dream. And you are married. Then that bitch gonna leave. Hey, yeah, you're right. You know, marriage is sex. We are married. You know. And if I'm not mistaken, Salakia, I remember a long time ago, I was looking up something, and I remember it was saying, I think it's different for every city, every state or something like that, that if you with a woman, I think for over 7 years, you're common law married. Yeah.
These women are so wicked. You had in Cali, this girl was on a damn divorce court or something, and her scam was she'll get a nigga to put a ring on it, whatever, divorce him, so this way she can keep the ring.
Wow.
But eventually it caught up to her, you know, so when she tried to do it again, one judge wasn't having that shit, man. You know, but she was dependent on that income, man. These women is wicked, man. You gotta really be careful who the hell you marrying, man. You gotta know her for a long, well, really you don't want to get married anyway, but know a woman for a long time, man.
Yeah, they call that a runaway bride. Yeah, she just collects, gets all the fucking gifts. She'll even have a whole fucking wedding and leave you in a month.
Look at that.
Yeah.
It happens so much, there's a term for it. Shit.
Yeah.
And why you think you get cold feet before you get married? It's true. Come on.
Hey, when you think of yeah, you get married by Esau,
Right.
it's like you signing a contract for your soul.
Yeah.
You know, you marry naturally the way the Lord laid the law of the land down, and there it is. You marry because of sex. And y'all have a happy life. You notice in the world, when people, here it is, they be together for like 10, 12 years, then they marry, then they divorce. They were together for 10 years naturally. And then they got a marriage and they had the ceremony, then 2 years later they done got a divorce. Because wow, it starts to become a business relationship. You know?
And that shit is cursed.
Yeah.
And there's a wicked thing called alimony, which you pretty much, you gotta keep paying that bitch, even if you're not married to her. Like for life. Like, until she marries another man.
This is why marriage within a society is wicked and it's unrighteous. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is catered toward the woman to make the man fail and keep us as a people down. Like, will a woman see that like that? Exactly, and that's all that matters to her. The dude don't matter to her. The children don't matter to her. I'm saying she's not really thinking about those things. She may think, but as long as I got this money, I can still take care of it. No, you fucking up everything while you doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So what benefit is it for a man to get married in a society? None. None. What are you getting out of the deal? Besides a headache, bitch won't probably fuck you that good no more, pussy get dry, start fucking with somebody else, then want to leave you, cheating on you, leave you, and she could try to say something to the judge, you know what I'm saying, about you, and then now you gotta pay for all of that, man.
Hey, just like you read the scriptures, a man become a servant unto a woman.
Yeah.
You deal with this Esau's marriage. What happens when he comes to ask for marriage? He kneels down before her as a servant.
It's also idol worship.
And then now when they're in the marriage, he has to please her. What you say? What's the saying? A happy wife, a happy life.
It's crazy, yo. That's crazy. That's saying I give my life to you.
Nigga, you already enslaved him.
On bended knee. Hey, man, Boys and Men made a song.
Damn, no bend.
It just shows completely opposite, because in the ancient world, a woman would actually like wrap herself around your thigh and say, "Can I have your name, my lord?" So it's completely, now you gotta go up there with a worthless rock, because diamonds, that's another scheme.
Chick ain't wanting to do that to me from now on. You ain't moving on.
Last scripture said, "If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh, and give her a bill of divorce, and let her go."
And that's very important, because she can't be that rubber band no more. If you cut her off from the flesh, therefore, you'll have no spirit with this woman no more. It'll be nothing between y'all two. You know what I'm saying? But if you keep going back to pop, then therefore the spirits are still going to entwine, man. There's still something there, then you're going to still keep having that headache. She still's not going to go according to your way. You're not going to humble no woman sexually wise, and make her follow you, man. You know what I'm saying? If she a rebellious woman. So that's why it's important. You got to cut her off. Don't give her no flesh, so that you can go depart from that. Get that. Most High can. What we told Solomon. Solomon said.
I find more bitter than death, the woman.
Not that one. Get Ecclesiastes real quick, 7:24. Because he said something important in there.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 24. It says, "That which is far off and exceeding deep, who can find it out? It says, I applied mine heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom in the reason of things, and to know the wickedness of folly, even of the foolishness and madness. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her."
See, whoso pleases the Most High shall escape from her, man. You know, now if a sinner, he gonna be taken. That's why it's important. You gotta cut that woman off from the flesh. Hey, cut off from the flesh and don't deal with it no more. There's plenty of box out here, man. There's plenty of other women and women that the Lord is gonna put. If the Lord put it in your corner, then you alright for that time. You know, everything is temporal, man. You gotta treat everything. We hasted the day. you know. And if you got something loyal, you cool. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. They'll do it. That would be what it be. But other than that, we soldiers, man. We got to think on the terms of, you know, tomorrow this thing is over with. You either with me or you not. You know what I'm saying? Or you despising this. All right, well, the Lord gonna despise you because the man is the covert. See what I'm saying? So we got to think on a level of, you know, Esau can come get us tonight. What the fuck am I worried about that shit for? Why am I worried about you? Or you don't get no attention? Man, fuck out of here then. All right, well, bounce then. Go. Because there's going to be plenty of women that the Lord going to send our way when that time comes. And if we have to die on this side, it's so be it. Because the Lord said what? He said if you, he said in Matthew, if you lose a woman, child, he shall give you what? 10-fold? 100-fold. 100-fold, man. The key. Either way, you're going to be on the chariot, though. Getting on the chariot is the thing, man. You know? Getting on that chariot. You know? That's the goal, man.
I got a real quick definition, man. Is to bow down, right? Because that's what you do when you marry a woman or whatever. And it says to show weakness by agreeing to the demands or following the orders of someone or something.
Damn. So that's bowing down. That's that marriage that a man bowed down to a woman. That's crazy, man. Now you got a man that's gonna serve you for your rights and wrongs. Get the hell out of here. You're already a servant. You're already a damn slave. That's especially if you're an Israelite. Well, let me see. Yeah, if you're an Israelite, because Esau knows that you're an Israelite. It's hard for a so-called black and Latino to make it in this world, man. Unless he be with the shits. Either he playing basketball, football, being a rapper. But other than that, it's hard, man. You know.
And they like to promote it by way of the music. You know what I'm saying? For the people to accept, you know, that fashion. You know, the music was also an instrument to weaken the man. You know, primarily R&B.
That music is witchcraft, man. Fuck that. All this music is witchcraft. And if you ain't in right with the spirit of power, Yahawashi, Yahawashi, then it's going to overtake you. The Lord said there's no enchantment to the children of Israel. Right now, that pertains to the Lord's elect. Because only the Lord's elect can listen to that and then not let it drive them in their spirit, man. You know, other than that, it's just witchcraft. It's witchcraft. Spells. Yeah, spells. Listening to that music, it makes you want to do certain things that you ain't supposed to, man. You know, so we want to give all praises to
Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, BaHaSham, Qadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone. Salutations to all the Lord's hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
Now listen to that music with a filter.